Let me dig this jive once more, boy. Rattle down and get it. Oh, boy. Rattle and get it. Now can't you hear those hepcats call? Come on, boys, let's have a ball. The jim jam jump it, the jumpin' jive makes you dig your jive on the mellow side. Hep hep. Hip hip. The jim jam jump is a solid jive, makes you 9 foot tall when you're 4'5". Hep hep. Hip hip. Now don't you be that inkaroo, get hip, come on, and then you follow through. You get your study full, you make up the joint and jump like the gators do. Jim jam jump is a jumpin' jive, makes you like your eggs on the Jersey side. Hip hip. Hip hip. The jim jam jumpin' jive makes you hep hep on the Mahala side. Diddly boodly boodly biddly bumpity doodly giddly bang 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 da da. Now I've told you about the jumpin' jive. Jim jam jump the jumpin' jive. You got to dig this.
Jim's your microphone. Hi. Oh fuck, I don't think the stream can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Oh.
I had it muted on purpose, so I wasn't ready yet. Okay.
As a reference, I can you sound. Yay!
There we go.
Yay!
Well, that is not the sprite that I want right now. Oh, we're still on our Omori sprites, hold on.
Oh my god, I'm still in my crying sprite, hold on.
You are sobbing. A sobbing wet
My crying
beast.
sprite from Omori.
I got here late. Everything's not falling apart. Why the fuck is my volume all the way up? That explains why you're so fucking loud. Holy shit.
Okay, hold on. In a moment, I will not be a crying wet beast.
Okay, I'm gonna reopen.
There we go, now I'm not
the
crying.
Fujitech app. It's falling apart. Oh, everything is going really, really slow right now. Oh, jeez.
Your microphone is muffled again, bestie.
What? How? I didn't do anything.
What the fuck? Check your microphone.
What the fuck is going on? Welcome back to anything that Dimmons does, where there will always be technical difficulties.
Dimmons touches a thing and everything breaks at the same time. All at once.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can't figure this out. Okay, Fujitech is not loading.
Oh, what the fuck?
Great. I'm just gonna be stuck in my Stimmy sprite the whole time.
Fujitech isn't like... Are my talk sprites showing up?
They are on my end. Oh, wait. I plugged in my mic. And now I can't hear anything again. What the fuck's going on?
I'm so sorry, tied.
Okay, yep, we're just gonna have to do with shitty mic.
Fuck.
I don't know how to read any of these. Why is Fujitech not loading?
Oh, okay, hold on. Something is weird. On the stream end, your mic is fucking crystal clear, but on the Discord end, it's not. I think you need to go to voice and video and change your input device.
Okay, how's this?
Hold on. Say something. Speak
Ah.
to me. Okay,
Oh, I do not want this one.
It's not as
No,
talking
I don't
through
want
a
this one.
pillow, but...
See, that's what I was going to do, is I was going to queue up a couple of songs so I could figure all of this out. Ah!
What the fuck?
Alright, we're just going to listen to Jumpin' Jive again, because I am dying. Nothing is working. Okay. Is it really a Dimmin stream if there aren't any technical difficulties? Please, I don't want to stim.
Average Dimmin stream.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Much better! Okay, we got it.
You're still a bit muffled.
Okay, well I was focused on that. Output device, headphones, ins. Hello? Hello? Oh my! Everything just changed over here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi!
Jesus, hi!
Are things functional?
I don't know, you just got a lot louder.
Oh shit! That defeats the whole purpose of this. Hold on.
Awesome, I love when things don't work.
Hold on, let me turn my voice changer on and off. Off? On.
Okay.
Okay, how's this?
You're more muffled, but it sounds better. Like, the audio isn't as clear, but it's, like, not as loud.
Hold on, let me listen to it on the stream end.
Okay. I have you at 96% in terms of volume. Okay, let me switch over to what we're actually doing today. Hello, everyone. It's just me and you now, I think. But,
Yeah!
So, what the plan is tonight is that this is gonna be like a late night stream. We're just gonna chill, and I am currently rotoscoping, because Cassie actually helped me figure out how to do that. So for those of you who don't know, this is my dishonored guest, Cassie, or Neil.
Hi!
And he's a genius. So Zay actually suggested that, like, instead of because like I never figured out how to rotoscope before in FireAlpaca, because it's a first and foremost a drawing app, not an animation one, though it does have animation features. So to rotoscope, what we had to do is take a GIF or a video, import it into FireAlpaca, individually take screenshots of all of the frames, send that to myself via Discord, download that onto my other laptop because this one doesn't have Filmora on it. And then I was able to manually input every single frame into FireAlpaca, and that's how we're doing this.
It's convoluted, but it's no more convoluted than actual rotoscoping.
That is true. This is easier than real rotoscoping. Okay, that said, let's actually switch over here. So the reason I'm playing Jumpin Jive by Cab Calloway featuring the Nicholas Brothers is because the shot that I'm rotoscoping is from that. So these are the Nicholas Brothers. They're currently doing a really famous dance, and I'm using this to rotoscope. Right now I'm doing Fauna, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add Momo after that, because I've had a revelation about the Follychromatic characters and how they dance. And this is, like, animation practice, so...
Maybe make the preview in the top left a bit smaller?
Oh, it's not gonna be there the whole time.
Oh.
In fact,
still,
here.
You might forget again.
That's true. Hang on. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off ahead of time. And let's jump into this. Actually, I need to go pick different music real quick, because I don't know if I'm gonna be allowed to have Swing on in the background without my entire life coming to an end. So we're gonna put on Subnautica.
Your whole fucking life.
Okay. Alright, so... Hello everyone, to the people who remain. After the technical difficulties. Awesome. So... I have been doing nothing but listening to Cab Calloway and other, like, swing music all day, except, like, the last couple of hours of work in which I put on, like, a mix. And the mix was mostly swing and stuff, but it also had a couple Stupendium songs in there as well. I have finally listened to Amateur Wordsmith, and that shit slaps.
Autism.
Beautiful.
Hold on, I'm still fucking with the settings of the voice changer. I'm turning down the bass.
I don't know what any of that means. Oh, yeah, that sounds better.
Wait, hold on. How about this?
That sounds the same.
Okay. Yeah, the next Omori stream tomorrow is gonna be a lot less. My microphone is going to be less killing you.
Yay.
Hopefully. There are scenes that may. And I can't elaborate.
Fun.
This is physically painful for me. Like, I'm currently drawing Omori, and I can't show you!
Them's the breaks.
Soon you'll understand, and you'll be led into the spoiler thread, and I will bite you.
Yes, the reason that I was so late is because me and my roommate have been watching season 3 of The Owl House because yesterday was the day that it ended. So we're like going back and revisiting it, and oh my god, the show is so good.
Yes. Yes!
Like, oh my god, if you haven't, like, watched The Owl House, you've gotta give it a chance. It's so good. Like, there was, okay, so a YouTuber that I watch, sparingly, except for one video, which I almost have memorized at this point, which is, like, 6 hours long, which... Okay, listen. So, I think
I'm not judging, I understand.
Yeah, I think his name is Gaming Magic 13, if I remember correctly, but his channel is a lot of, like, critique content, and he made a really, really big video entitled How Toy Story 4 Destroyed Everything, and I've seen that thing so many times.
Whoa.
Uh,
Send me the video. Grabby hands.
just a warning, there are a couple of SUI jokes in there. But
Ah.
other than that, excellent video. But he, like, dissects literally everything. Every single scene has something wrong with it. It's amazing.
Oh my fucking god.
But
Wow,
yeah,
it
so
seems like
he...
Ben and I'm being...
What the fuck happened?
I got murdered.
How Toy Story 4 destroyed everything. I need to mute this computer. But yeah, so he released a video a couple days ago, not a couple days ago, yesterday, about how a love letter to the Owl House. That shit was 8 hours long, and I listened to the whole thing in one sitting. And I'm just sitting here like, oh wow, the show's amazing. His coverage of Rain Whispers especially is really good, because a lot of critique people tend to just overlook Rain. Because, like, the most that they get talked about in review stuff is like, oh, they're non-binary, and they're Disney's first non-binary representation, and also they're, like, the head of the Bard Coven, but they're also a rebel. And that's, like, as far as their coverage of Rain goes. Whereas, Gaming Magic actually gives, like... Yeah, it is Gaming Magic 13. Gives, like, a whole... like, section of the video just dedicated to talking about Rain.
Excellent.
It's so good. Yeah, one day ago. There's Rain.
God, I can't wait until I can show you this art and you'll cry a lot. I can't wait until we get to scenes that'll make you cry a lot. I'm just so excited. Cause like, tomorrow I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get to a section where, oh, I'm gonna get to flex.
Oh no. A secret they don't tell you about rubberhose is that, like, rotoscoping on rubberhose specifically is that because rubberhose cartoons are supposed to be really exaggerated, but rotoscoping is specifically taking real-life footage and drawing over it, you're allowed to exaggerate, like, movements and stuff. Like, you're still animating in rubberhose, you just have, like, a guide. And this means that whenever you, like right here, this arm, Fauna's arm is longer than the brother's is. So, I forget which brother this is specifically, I'm so sorry. But, like, so in order to fix that, this part right here makes no physical sense, but that's okay, because she's rubberhose. It doesn't have to. That's like the whole point.
Shout out to Rubberhose, baby!
I love her animating the rubberhose art stuff so much. I don't know. Could you tell? Could you tell that I like animating in rubberhose? Did I make that obvious?
No, I had no idea. I had absolutely no fucking clue. No one could have possibly figured this out.
Sorry, I'll try to foreshadow my interests better next time.
Still a better twist than Petty and Pink.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I'm in a mood.
I mean, if you want to go off about Batim, I'm down.
If I go off about Batim now, I'm never gonna shut up.
That's fair. Wait, why?
Why would they give him more presents than Joey? Why would they give him more apes and mentions than Joey?
You're playing the pronoun game, bestie. Who is he?
You know who I'm fucking talking about!
I know who you're talking about. I'm trying to goad you into it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna talk about it. It is so
Let's
fucking
go.
stupid that Chapter 2 gives Sammy so much fucking presence and then just doesn't use him ever again. Oh, and just kills him twice. It is so fucking catastrophically stupid. Because, like, okay, so there are, like, hold on, let me get my beautiful fucking chart just displaying this absolute idiocy. Okay.
Oh, can I put that up on stream?
Yes, you can. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tapes in Chapter 2 of Bendy and the Ink Machine. And in Chapter 1 there are 2 tapes of it, and so basically in the first 2 chapters, very good quality tapes. I like them quite a lot. I think that we should, like, somewhat reskin them for the rewrite because they are that good. Like, I like them. They are good.
Just a couple things need to be, like, adjusted, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, we already tweaked Wally's. And both of those tapes, they're focused on Joey. Makes sense! Joey is the driving force of the fucking narrative. He's the one who instigated everything by creating the ink machine. It makes sense that Joey gets focused on. It makes sense because he is arguably the main antagonist outside of the ink demon who should have been Joey. And it would be really fucking stupid if Joey just didn't get that same focus. Anyway, in Chapter 2, Joey gets mentioned 3 times, 1 tape is focused on him, and every other tape mentions Sammy or just is a Sammy tape. And I'm so mad.
It's like, with Sammy is an interesting antagonist, and I think
He's
him...
so interesting!
Like, him having that much, like, focus isn't inherently a bad thing. The bad part comes when you calculate all of Joey's tapes in total throughout the entire fucking game. Like...
Throughout the entire game, he does get more, but in the first 2 chapters, you know, the setup to your fucking story, he gets less than Sammy, who is a one-off antagonist, who is so interesting. Why would you not explore that? Why would you not? No, actually, I want to talk about something related to that, because, like, okay, so they could have gotten away with Sammy just... Oh, hi, Quill. Hi, Quill. They could have gotten away with Sammy being just, like, a one-off character who just appears in 1 chapter and never again. They could have gotten away with that, and I would be okay with it, if not for the fact that they had Bendy kill him! Because you have... like...
You... Yeah?
I didn't cut out, I just...
Are you having realizations?
I'm not having realizations, I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe of this game. It's so... like... They took Sammy. Bendy worshiper. Okay. That's like not inherently interesting. Like, it's a creepy concept, but not an inherently interesting one. But then they told us his motivation. He wants to be free of his ink body. Interesting motivation. Sammy is now an interesting character. And then they had Bendy kill him. That skyrockets his potential and what an interesting character he is. Because you just had him be killed by his god! Like, you're gonna have to explore that at some point. Surely. But then they didn't. They just killed him twice. One of them was a fucking joke. I'm really normal about this game. I feel really normally about it.
I'm not.
What abnormalities have you?
Do you want me to get started on my laundry list of issues with this game?
Yes!
Okay,
go,
so
boy, go.
since we're talking about the relevance of the tapes, Wally Franks literally has like the most presence in the game. And by presence, I don't mean that he has the most tapes. I mean that he's like the one whose presence is felt the most, because he has a tape in literally every single chapter. So like whenever you're like exploring the game for the first time and you're just like exploring, you're going to hear Wally Franks at least once. And this inherently is not an issue, especially since like Wally is the comic relief character. So, like, you could theoretically do that and have it work. The issue is that his motto is literally, I'm out of here, and he kept showing up, so literally the entire fandom was like, oh, so he didn't get out of there. Like, that must be, like, a sign that Wally is still in the studio somewhere, because they keep bringing him up. They keep bringing him up, and they keep hyping him up, and, like, he's gonna show up at some point, right? No. Yeah, one of these fucking tweets is that why didn't Wally go back to pick up the keys after 30 years? It's almost like he never got a chance to go back for them, winky face.
I bet he's in Florida!
Yeah, and then it turns out that he's in fucking Florida.
Oh my god! I think I know why they put him in Florida.
Why?
Fleischer.
Oh my god! I don't think... That might just be a coincidence, but oh my god, if that is true, I'm going to kill something.
God. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fucking add it. Hold on, 1 minute.
I'm not gonna go off about Fleischer history. I'm holding myself back.
Coward!
You know what? No, I'm literally rotoscoping. I'm allowed to go off about the history of Max Fleischer. I should have started the stream with that, actually. Like, hey, what is rotoscoping? Well, you see, person, rotoscoping is when you take live-action footage of someone and draw over top of it to animate a cartoon character doing the same motions as the thing you're drawing on top of. This is seen very well in Minnie the Moocher and the Snow White short, both from Betty Boop, in which case Cab Calloway was filmed with his band, and he was rotoscoped over twice, I believe, doing the exact same dance, if not very similar dances. Two different songs, though. But, like, one of them was like a walrus creature, and the other one was Coco the Clown, who got spaghettified. Don't ask, it happens. It happens.
It happens.
But, I should play more Cab Calloway music in the background, but why are you on your Anki?
Because it's funny.
But like, I looked up earlier if Cab Calloway music was in the public domain, specifically because I wanted to know if I could play any of his music before the stream, and I could not find a solid answer. No one fucking knows. Because apparently any music made in 1929 and back is in the public domain. But when it comes to Cab Calloway's music, which he started in, like, I believe 1913, I think, is when some of his first sheet music was made. They don't fucking know. Because, like, okay, I think if I'm understanding this correctly, the audio recordings for his music are not public domain, but, like, the sheet music is. So if you wanted to do a cover, that's fine, but if you wanted to use the actual audio recording, you can't do that. Which is very confusing, because one of the movies that Cab Calloway was in, including the movie where the fucking Jumpin Jive scene is from, is public domain. So I don't know what the fuck the situation is here.
What the hell? This is clownery.
Clownery is afoot.
Clownery negative association. Which is extremely
Clownery
rare.
derogatory.
Clownery is a noble art.
Clownery derogatory.
Clownery derogatory!
But I was looking it up at work because I wanted to know if I could play Jumpin Jive before the stream, which I did anyway because I have no idea what the situation is and I just gave up. But like,
We die like men.
yeah, if the stream goes down, that's why, is because I play Jumpin Jive and apparently it's not in the public domain and YouTube got mad at me. So I guess we'll see. So I guess the stream is still up, so it's probably fine.
Fuck yeah!
I might actually just take a bit to show this is very loud, actually. I might just take a bit to show everyone what Jumpin Jive even was, because I need to enlighten everyone on the absolute joy and whimsy of the Nicholas brothers, because I kept trying to talk to... So my family visited me for my birthday, which was 2 days ago, and I kept trying to bring up the Nicholas brothers to them. They all knew who Cap Calloway was, but whenever I mentioned the Nicholas brothers, they were like, who? And it hurts my soul.
What the hell?
Joy and whimsy. This isn't fair.
See, the thing is, most of the Omori characters' hair is easy to draw, but then you have Basil.
Damn.
Because Basil is a bastard who has 2 worm on a string attached to his hair, and this makes him immensely difficult to draw.
So, I don't remember the exact years. I'm not going to pretend like I remember the exact years at you. But, history lesson! Because I'm talking about Max Fleischer now, and, old-timey animation, it may or may not be one of my special interests. Who knows? Shame, we'll never know. There's no way to find out.
We'll never figure this out.
So... Max Fleischer... Okay, you know what? First of all, I'm going to dispel the rumor that Steamboat Willie was the very first...
that Walt Disney made the rotoscope.
Not that, but like, Walt Disney is often credited with being the person who was the first to figure out synchronized sound.
Please
this is not fucking true.
Steamboat Willie was the first instance of synchronized sound in animation.
Exactly. It was Max Fleischer. Here's the backstory. 1916, Max Fleischer and his brother Dave Fleischer were trying to figure out, because Max was both an animator and an inventor, and he was trying to figure out for a university project how to make animating real-life footage of people easier. And because that was a challenge, is like not trying to animate real life people, but trying to fix the fact that animation at the time was seen as very, very jittery and unnatural. And it was very, very difficult to animate back in those early days. Like, they had zero experience, they did not know what they were doing, they were fish out of water trying an entirely new medium for the very first time with no precedent. No one had any idea what the fuck they were doing. So Max Fleischer swooped in and was like, okay guys, I've come up with something. All I need is a camera. And the university was like, okay, sure, here, have a camera. What are you going to use it for? And Max was like, okay, wait. So he took his camera up to the roof, and he filmed his brother, Dave Fleischer, I believe in costume, maybe not, doing just a dance, I believe. And then he took his new invention and was able to take each individual frame of what his brother was doing and animate over top of it to have a cartoon character doing the same movements as a real-life person. This invention that Max made was then named the rotoscope, and the patent was given to him in 1916 or 1919. I forgot which. I believe 1919. And from there, Max was able to go on to do like a lot of like rubberhose cartoons, and the clown later got a name. The clown that was animated, he got a name. His name is Coco. And Max started a series called Out of the Inkwell, in which he would film himself interacting with Coco, kind of acting as a mentor/father figure, mostly in that Coco, the child, existed only to torment him, and then Max usually had to have Coco have his comeuppance by the end of the episode, and Coco would like go back into the inkwell. It was really fun, and some of the ways that they managed to figure out how to have an animated cartoon character interact with the real world was really cool. But Out of the Inkwell was very successful for a while. But then in 1924, Max decided to push it a little bit further and figured out how to add synchronized sound to cartoon. Yes, 1994, not 1994, 1924, not 1928. This was 4 years before Steamboat Willie. And in what Max figured out how to do was okay, you know, like when you're listening to a music video and the lyrics will appear on screen, and then you have like a little ball that appears that will just hop around and like bounce on all of the words and as they're playing along in the music. That was Max. Max invented that at the same time that he was able to figure out how to do synchronized sound. And he, the very first one of these, it was called Coco's Sound Cartoons. But it was spelled weird. It was spelled like cartoons, if I remember correctly, like with the hyphen in the middle and stuff. And
cartoons.
I cannot remember the name of the song, but it was "In the Prison Cell I Sit, Thinking of You, Mother Dear." That one. I don't remember the tune either. I just remember the lyrics. But like that song. 1924, Max Fleischer, he figured out how to do synchronized sound with the follow the bouncing ball thing. And he made a couple of those before Walt Disney came out swinging. Because think about it, why the fuck would Walt have had any reason or experience to make that? Because Walt's debut was Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, in which that was in 1927, and then Oswald was taken away from him by Universal, and so then he invented Mickey Mouse.
Divorce!
So, when the fuck would Disney have had time to figure out how to create synchronized sound at the same time he was making Mickey Mouse? Because that was Mickey Mouse's debut, remember? That math ain't mathin'. So, like, it just doesn't make any sense, because like if Disney was experimenting with that technology before, wouldn't he have used it with Oswald? Or like, unless he took the time to finish working on his invention and then made Mickey Mouse, but theoretically wouldn't Mickey Mouse have like debuted in 1929 instead of 1928? Nah, that technology already existed. So like, and it was done by Max Fleischer 4 years before that. You're welcome. So but yeah, Max went on to invent a couple other things as well. The one legitimate invention that Walt Disney created was the multiplane camera, in which case, okay, it kind of looked like this. Let me turn off the Nicholas Brothers for a second. It kind of looked like this, where you had, it's kind of like a box. So here it is. And then each layer, these are not like shelves or something. What these are, and then you'd have, hang on, so you'd have the camera on top. This is a camera. Please pretend with me that this is a camera. And it would point,
beautiful mind.
It would point down. This one, this bottom layer right here, this is the background. And then everything else on top of it is an animation cell. So all of these are individual cells that then each had their own little wheels that could be moved along the brackets individually. so that way you could have shots where the camera, like, zooms in on something and the moon, like, okay, so Walt Disney actually explained the technology once, and he had, like, in a video where he had, like, the moon, and then there was, like, a farmhouse in the background, like this, and then there was, like, a hill that had, like, a road and some bushes, then there was another hill that also had a road, and then, like, a bunch of trees, and he was kind of talking about how, like, you know, whenever you do, like, whenever you do, like, a zoom in, everything would, like, move at once. So it'd be like, if I did all this, hit the transform tool, and I'm like, whoa! This isn't zooming in on a specific shot, this is just the image getting bigger. So what the multiplane camera would do is that you would have all of these on separate layers, and then they would move individually of each other, which meant that you could actually have shots that zoom in without the moon magically getting bigger. Walt Disney created that. That is the only legitimate achievement that Walt has in terms of inventing, as far as I can tell. Everything else was Max.
Comically rare Disney W.
Yeah, everything else was Max Fleischer. Like, Max is the one who invented, I just forgot the fucking name of it. Shit. But, like, it's when you have, like, a moving background. Where it's similar idea, where you have, like, things on different layers, except things, like, move from left to right. And you have, like, a character walking through a background, and the background itself is moving. That was Max. Max invented that. There was, Max is the one who started using miniatures as well for those types of moving backgrounds. Those were more rare because they took forever to build, and often the payoff just didn't work out, so I believe they actually stopped making those after a while, just because it wasn't really worth it. I think it was, but, you know, budgetary-wise, I don't think it was really worth it, so they wound up stopping that. But you'll see it a couple times in, like, old Popeye shorts, that the miniatures, that they used miniatures and stuff, and it's really cool, whenever it gets used, and it just helps you, like, immerse yourself even more into, like, this cartoon world that the characters are literally walking through. But yeah, Max is the one who came up with that. See, here's the thing, is that Walt Disney was a marketing expert. Which, if you're a creative, should tell you everything you need to know about Walt Disney.
Capitalism again!
Yep. Turns out it's the same twist it always was. Why did this stupid shit happen? Oh, it's money! Anyway. Like... I could probably find some sources for all of this stuff, but if you look up Max Fleischer, you'll find a ton of what I'm saying. Like, just Google Max Fleischer. There's actually a website dedicated to talking about Max Fleischer Studios and, like, archiving a lot of stuff. I believe it's FleischerStudios.com. Either that or FleischerStudios.org. And, I was reading up on there, and there's a lot of really good stuff there.
About him.
Yes, there's like a 40-minute documentary about him. That shit's also a really good resource. But yeah, there's just a lot of shit. Plus, there's also a rumor that when Steamboat Willie came out, Walt Disney specifically asked journalists not to mention Max in their reporting, which that is a rumor. There's no way to prove it's true. But at the same time, you don't actually see Max Fleischer's name in any of those articles for the time whenever they're talking about Steamboat Willie. So you can see how it was very easy for Walt Disney to rewrite history and say that Mickey Mouse was the very first to have synchronized sound, when he absolutely was not. Like, you can see how this happened. Even if Walt didn't have anything to do with it directly, which I highly suspect he did. But, like, yeah. So there's your history lesson. But, well, I'm not done with your history lesson yet, but there's the general gist. Max's... I forgot the term... patent. Max's patent on the rubber hose was in effect for a couple of years, but once the patent... Yeah, the rotoscope. Once the patent was up, then Walt Disney immediately got his grubby hands on it and started using it in his own stuff. And to this day, I still see people saying that Walt Disney is the creator of the rotoscope. No, the fuck he's not.
We have the patent. Make that.
We have the patent. It wasn't him. It has Max's name on it. I've looked at the patent. It exists. It's out there. Like,
he did not fucking make that.
Stop giving Walt Disney more credit than he deserves for shit that he stole from other people.
That guy sucked.
Honestly, like, the more you learn about Walt Disney, the more you realize he kinda... I don't want to call him a shit person, because I don't personally know the guy, but also...
Call him a shit person.
He's a shit person adjacent, at the very least. Because, like, a lot of his passions lied more in marketing than anything else. Like, if you look at the disaster that happened when he tried to adapt Mary Poppins, like, he tried to frame the author of Mary Poppins as just being stubborn, or that, like, she was just being a bitch. But then if you actually take the time to think about it from her perspective, a lot of this makes sense. So it's been a while since I looked into this drama, so I might be misremembering a couple of things. But from what I can remember, the author of Mary Poppins signed on to allow Walt Disney to adapt her novel, but only under certain restrictions. And Disney kept trying to push past those restrictions and do his own thing. And she was like, "Stop it! No, that's not the point of you're missing the point of the book. Stop, like, having the characters dancing around with penguins, because that's not the point of Mary Poppins. You're taking focus away from the actual story." And Walt was like, nah. So they wound up reaching compromises, but, like, yeah. Like, the movie clearly exists, so the things were allowed to go through, but Walt apparently sucked to work with.
Damn, color me shocked.
No fucking way. Damn, fam, you got the whole chat gasping. Yep, so when it comes to the fucking Florida reference thing that Cassie made, like, 15 minutes ago, that is because Disney Fleischer got the permission to start adapting Popeye, which was a comic strip before it was ever a cartoon. And the author of the comics allowed them to do one cartoon just to see what would happen. And then Popeye was widely received very well. And so the author gave permission for them to continue to adapt Popeye into full-on shorts. Basically just put full trust in Max Fleischer and his team, which is really cool. I forgot who the author was. I do not remember who created Popeye. That is me. That is my bad. I'm bad with names, sorry.
This is okay, I love you.
But yeah, so, my train of thought, get back here. Okay, so Max Fleischer Studios was based in New York City, which is where Bendy and the Ink Machine takes place, FYI. And, the reason that they were up there, okay, so something really cool, is that Max Fleischer was in New York City, while Walt Disney was all the way over in, not in Vegas, Los Angeles. He was part of the wave that migrated over to California as the new wave of settlers, after the gold rush, I believe. I might be misremembering history there. But he was in California, and Fleischer was on the coast of New York, and that, like, pitted them as perfect rivals in every way, honestly. But Fleischer's cartoons were a lot more gritty, like they were a lot more drama, I guess. Like their star before they created Betty Boop was Bimbo the dog, and Bimbo was a little shit.
This guy sucks.
Okay, it's not that he sucks, it's just that he is kind of disrespectful sometimes. Like, okay, I've seen quite a few Fleischer shorts, and Bimbo is not my favorite character. I have a soft spot for Coco because of Out of the Inkwell. But, he's fine. He's fine, but, like, a lot of his character is that he's, like, a womanizer, or he'll, like, be inappropriate towards Betty sometimes, or women in general, from what I hear, but I haven't seen him do that personally yet. But he tries his best. He tries to be, like, a good person, but he's also... He has cartoon male syndrome.
Elaborate?
It's something I just now this second made up. But it's like, you know, whenever you have, like, a cartoon male character see a cartoon, not even a cartoon, when they see a female character, then they get hard eyes and start smitten immediately and start drooling all over them. You know exactly what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just this second, I had dubbed that cartoon male syndrome. That's Bimbo. So... I think the only cartoon character I can think of that hasn't been affected by that in some way is Mickey Mouse, ironically enough. Even Goofy did it at one point, so... But even then, that just depends, because that just depends on your definition of cartoon male syndrome, because, like, he's very devoted to Minnie, but I've never seen him, like, obsessed with her or anything. So, anyway, moving on, but, like, what the fuck was I talking about?
Florida.
It's such a horrible disease, I hope he gets better. Me too, honestly. But, Right, so Popeye took place in New York City, which in the city... like, a lot of life was very, I don't want to say hard, but it was hard. You had, like, a lot of crime, there was a lot of bullies, you know, it was New York, so that's where, like, all the drama was happening. And so Popeye was kind of an everyman that everybody could relate to, especially since he just wanted to protect olive oil and also beat up a bully sometimes and eat his spinach, and that's really all a man needs. And that's part of the reason why he was so popular, is that people, like, were able to relate to him immensely. But in the 1930s, the late 30s, early 40s, Max moved his studio down to Florida, which at the time was not nearly as populated as it is today, because back then it was all, like, swampy, or that was the rumors, that it was all swampy and, you know, full of crocodiles and so living down there was cheap. And it was extremely affordable, and also it was warm all the time. And according to, this is from the documentary about Max, according to a lot of his employees, that was, like, the happiest that they've ever been working at Fleischer Studios, was when they all moved to Florida. Not to say that it was a bad place to work, because it was actually a really good place to work, from what I'm understanding. At least for 1930 standards, let's not go crazy here, but, like... But, like, down in Florida is, like, where they just had a blast. Like, they were drinking, like, every night, and they were just happy, and... Like, you know, they could actually afford shit now. They had, like, a good place to live, and it was warm constantly. What's not to love? So... in that, they didn't really want to make gritty cartoons anymore, because that didn't reflect, like, their current life. So Popeye cartoons became, like, a lot more lighthearted. And then people stopped being able to relate to him as strongly, because part of the appeal of Popeye was that he toughed it out no matter what horrible circumstances. But now there really aren't that many horrible circumstances. He's just existing. So the shorts really started to fall in popularity because of that. Which then, in 1941, 2 days before the attack on Pearl Harbor, Max Fleischer released a movie called Mr. Bugs Goes to Town, or Mr. Hops Goes to Town, or Bugville. I don't know why it has so many names. And I've seen the movie. It's pretty good. It's nothing special, but it's good. It's a good little watch. It's cute.
charming.
But because it came out 2 days before World War II happened, yeah, they bombed at the box office because no one wanted to go see a movie about bugs. So, this is like the thing that tanked the studio, and they're
People
now.
want to see movies about bugs. This voice changer is so fun.
So you're having a blast over there.
I am having
My God. But yeah, so that's like, that like tanked the studio, and Fleischer Studios had to close. I believe. If not, they basically went bankrupt, but then they were able to also produce the Superman cartoons in the 1950s, so I don't quite remember the timeline here. But the movie did them in. Like, they weren't able to keep up with their old stuff anymore. They had to, like, move on. Cassie fell into the void. Rip. Depressing. What?
this. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't ever believe I know what I'm doing.
Mood. But yeah, I don't quite remember the timeline after that because my high school self kind of got disinterested. Because the reason I know all of this is because I wrote a paper on Max Fleischer in high school. I don't know how to access that document. It may be lost to time now, which is depressing. But I remember I got an A on it, so yay. But yeah, back to fucking Bendy and the Ink Machine. If that's the reason that Wally moved down to Florida, that is simultaneously hilarious and horrific. Because that is such a gross misunderstanding of actual history that it's kind of insulting.
Hi.
Hello.
I fucking glitched.
Damn. See, this is why you need to have physical copies of all of your electronics, folks. Point on rubber hose, we're better. You turned into a bowl.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, Christ. You turned into a bowl, and then you turned into a demon.
Don't ever believe that I know what I'm doing. Never trust me. Ever.
You ever see those comic dubs where they, like, try really hard to make characters intimidating, but because they're amateurs, they really don't know how to do it, and they always consistently use voice changers that sound exactly like that?
You can't say this to me. You're so mean.
Oh my god.
I just fucking around.
I can barely understand you.
Greetings.
Greetings, human.
Here's a more understandable robot filter.
Oh my god. You would make a good Dalek.
When will you suffer again?
You would make a good Dalek.
Why would you say this to me?
Because you sounded like a Dalek and it reminded me of H-Bomb's Sherlock video.
You're so mean to me. All the time. I know what you're doing. Hello? Hello?
Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god, is my microphone even picking up when I laugh? Because I'm like looking at my stream off to the left. What the fuck? I was cackling that whole fucking time. This is mean to me. What the fuck is going on?
I can't hear that to you yet!
What?
I can't hear that to you yet!
Is that a helium filter?
No, this is the helium filter.
Oh my god!
This is a mutation filter. This is the fast mutation filter.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. You fucking told me.
You're sliding up the registration.
What?
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Don't trust me, ever.
What about this? What about this?
There's so many. This is
So many.
radio filter.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna turn on the preview window, hold on. Oh, I didn't wind up needing that. Can we turn on the preview filter? Okay.
You mean the preview layer? I've infected you!
What?
A disease, Dibbins. A disease. Dibbins.
I'm watching. I'm watching. Why are you a ball? Why are you a bowl? I cannot understand a damn word you're saying right now. You just sound like a bowl.
I was on a bowl, I was down.
He's back in the sink drain.
Free me. Free me from this void. Free me. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is apparently called the Vader filter.
A what?
This does not fucking sound like him. It does not fucking sound like that.
You sound evil.
Now I really sound evil.
Ah! Why do you sound like you're shoveling snow?
I'm not shoveling snow, I'm shoveling graves.
Okay. You sound like you're shoveling snow, though. It sounds like a plastic shovel colliding with concrete and scraping alongside of it, and I should know because I grew up in Michigan.
No, why would someone like try and dig a grave in snow because the snow's just gonna melt?
It sounded so musical.
It's called the church filter.
The George filter?
Filter.
Delter?
The church filter. The church.
Church?
Yes, the church. Yes.
You have to understand, pairing filters with my audio processing disorder is going to equal disaster.
I can only imagine.
What?
I can only imagine.
You're torturing me.
Hold on, I wonder what happened. Hold on. I need to do experimentation.
What?
What is it about? What is it about?
I don't know how to explain this.
What if I put 4 of those filters together? Would that be fucked up or what? I'm gonna do it.
Oh god. You sound crinkly. I don't like that. What the fuck? This is horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible. What the fuck is going on? What?
On her forehead.
Oh my god. What in the goddamn was that?
That was All-Star. From hit film Shriek.
Film Shriek!
You know, hit film Shriek.
Shriek!
Hit film Shriek.
With Dami!
What?
With Dami! Shriek and Dami! Iconic duo! You sound like TV static, but I think I heard Has-Been Hotel in there somewhere. Oh god. I'm gonna take that as I was wrong. What the fuck are you saying?
Hold on, I need to stack this.
This is gonna be fun to edit. Okay, this is gonna sound very random, but the, like, crinkly noises you were just making almost sounded like they were something out of Jurassic Park. I don't know how to explain that train of thought, but that's what my brain immediately thought of.
Hi.
Hi, but I can actually understand you now.
I'm using old radio filters. Now I'm gonna stack 4 robot filters on top of each other. Wish me luck.
Oh god. Guys, I think Cassie's about to be consumed by the void.
Greetings.
Okay, that's not that. You just sound like you're talking to a fan. That's not bad.
Sounds surprisingly normal. Let's fix that.
Oh god! Hi, hello. I'm existing? Stanley Parable?
Why is this Stanley Parable so good?
'Cause it is? What the fuck are you saying?
No, I don't need to know.
Out the window? The only word I was able to make out from that was filter. What?
Check the water cat.
Animal Crossing filter. Sent to Animal Crossing for his crimes. I think this is the Kirby dimension, actually. Oh my god, the tips of Fauna's ears are actually in frame now.
Holy fucking shit. These are the first understandable words on this life filling out.
They are! They really are! Okay, you know, this is actually kind of funny because there was a new... Oh, there was a new cartoon pilot that just dropped 2 days ago? I don't remember the... It's like Ransacked or something? And... The pilot is so good, but there's so many non sequiturs in it. It's incredible. It's like, so there's these 3 homeless people, and they're digging around in the trash looking for beans. I'm not making this up. And they find a baby instead, and they're like, oh, that's cute. Yes, no, I know. Get it out of your system.
Bean.
There it goes.
Bean.
You all hate me.
Beans.
Okay, that's enough.
Beans.
Motherfucker. Like, so they find a baby, and the baby, they name it, Maggot, because it's funny, but they kind of take it in and they're like, well, you're one of the gang now, you're one of the rascals, and, so it's like, it's a show kind of making fun of rich people. So they enter the baby into like a beauty contest that only rich people are allowed to participate in, and the baby wins, only for everyone else to find out that these guys aren't rich and they're actually like homeless on the street beggars. And they literally turn into like a zombie horde trying to attack these guys for even daring to step foot into the rich people area. And
Average rich person behavior.
okay, do you want me to spoil the ending of the pilot?
I have no fucking clue. I've been zoned out this whole time.
I was sad with the fucking filter on.
Almost losing the filter. Hi.
Hello.
The same.
The ending of the pilot literally ends with the baby ascending and the baby ascends and reveals that he's actually been an angel in disguise the whole time, come to judge humanity by disguising himself as a baby. And he literally, like, he looks at these 3 and he's like, okay, you're cool. He looks at all the rich people. It's like, okay, fuck you. You're cool. Points at the rascals. It's like, fuck you, I'm out. And an actual line from the fucking pilot is like, okay, oh, I forgot one last thing. Divine judgment! And then he zaps all the rich people out of existence.
Yes.
It's glorious, but it's such a non sequitur. It's so good. And then, like, biblically accurate wheel angel just goes back up into the sky. And they're like, oh, cool. What? Yeah, the one with like the wheels that has like a shit ton of eyes and 3 wings. It was one of those. Yeah, let me grab it actually. Hang on. Let me grab it. Where'd it go? Bestie, I cannot understand you. Ramshackle, that's what it was. Where the fuck did it go? Okay, let me put this in the... There we go. There we go. Alright, everyone go watch this pilot right now if you haven't seen it yet. It's wonderful. It's only 15 minutes long, too. It's not like a... It's not like the 20-minute ones that keeps coming... The 20, 25-minute, half-hour ones that keep coming out. This one's shorter. The egg!
Okay, now I he'll shut the fuck up.
Judgment! Oh yeah, there's one joke that I'm not gonna spoil for you because it's such a non sequitur, it's better if I don't say anything. I'm not gonna unveil what happens. It's so good.
Is the echo? Is the echo working? What?
You are echoed.
What?
Get back over here. Where are you going?
Huh? Huh? What?
Where are you going? Get back over here.
This does not sound echo to me.
This sounds more echo. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Hold on, let me think of a new one. Hello?
Oh.
Hi. Hi. Hey there. Hi. Hi there, hello.
Hola.
Hi!
How much longer do we have in Subnautica?
I have no fucking
Not very
clue.
long.
Subnautica is over, everyone. Go home.
We have 10 minutes. It's not over yet.
Subnautica is over, everyone. Go home.
No.
Subnautica is over, everyone. Go home. God, I can't wait to use this voice changer for evil.
Scary.
You're gonna kill me.
Animating Fauna's bow is so fun, though. Speaking of non sequiturs. So I have ADHD, that's just how my life works.
And I love you for it.
Like... Everything is a non sequitur if you're neurodivergent enough.
This is a fact! It is true.
Yeah.
Autism.
Whee.
God, I want to show you the sketch I did so bad, but I can't because it's spoilers!
Tragic. Whenever I'm not talking, the sprite just really makes it look like I'm staring off into the void, which is exactly what I'm doing, by the way. This is mirroring my real-life expression.
This is just what ADHD is like.
Yeah.
Kitty! Hi! Hello! Hello! Catty boy! Kissy! A kissy for you!
A kisaroo? For me from you?
A kisseroo for a kitty! A kissy for a kitty!
Yay! That was from Pulfar, by the way.
I am aware of this.
A kisaroo, for me from you.
Benny loves kisses friends.
Hi!
Benry isn't evil because Benry loves his friends. End of story.
This is true.
Could an evil person do this? Kisses Dr. Coomer.
Oh, he is purring! Sorry, I'm never getting on
Wondrous.
the purring kitty.
My favorite part of animating frame to frame is all the weird fucking expressions you wind up boxing yourself into drawing.
That did. Kitty is gone and the world has lost its color.
Pressing. Oh, I need to save.
Save, bitch!
Oh. FireAlpaca? FireAlpaca, not like this. The landscape for indie animation is honestly giving me so much hope right now, though. Like, so many good animated pilots are coming out, including a lot that I just haven't seen. Like, there's so many. But, like, the Lackadaisy pilot, the Ramshackle pilot, oh, what was the one that came out with, like, the moon? Where the moon got shattered, and then they were trying to find the, they were trying to find this woman because they got beached. I forgot the name of the pilot, but, oh! That one was also pretty good. That one was also pretty good. I forgot the name of it, though. Shit.
Also, I literally just now had a thought, maybe, like, you could make a Crystalline Studios YouTube channel, and, I was about to say maybe we could post the Battery right there, but then I realized that that could get us into legal trouble.
Yes, it could. I'm just gonna upload things onto this channel, honestly. It's just like, I don't know, I've already tried to make like a Follychromatic YouTube channel or a Crystalline Studios YouTube channel, and every time I do that, my brain actively fights me.
Oh god.
It would be way more convenient for everyone if it was just on this channel.
That is true.
Oh my god, I get to drop her bow normally for the first time in so long.
Fauna is normal?
Her bow? Not Fauna. Just the bow. Let's not be crazy.
Not normal.
Not normal.
God, the Stanley Parable is so good.
Speaking of non sequiturs,
Speaking of non sequiturs,
here's another one.
I mean, it's not a complete non sequitur. Not normal.
Not normal.
Not normal. This game has something fundamentally wrong with it, and I adore it. I got my mom to get me the fucking she has bought me a Stan Lorraine and a Figley.
Yay.
And also a fucking manual with stickers.
Beautiful.
I'm going to go get delicious meal.
Go do that. Alright, chat, it's just us again. I say again, as if it were ever the case on this stream. I cannot fucking wait for Follychromatic to finally get out there. I've been slowly chipping away at the storyboarding of Follychromatic. It's been tough, mostly just because my motivation has been in the war zone. But we're getting there. And like, I keep having so many ideas. Like, the whole reason that I'm even, like, rotoscoping this right now is because I had, like, an epiphany about the way that the characters would all dance. And I wanted to, like, show that. Like, Fauna and Momo are the Nicholas brothers, with Dante being more of a Gene Kelly. And I was like a really big mute button on my screen. Oh, what the fuck just played? Oh, Below Zero. Where the fuck are we? Okay, hold on. Get some actual music. I mean, the soundtrack of Subnautica Below Zero sounds okay. I just like the original one better. Do you know what we can do while we're waiting for Cassie to get back, actually? Hold on. Okay, we never actually wound up using that. Can you go away? I do want to remove image, yes, thank you. Oh, nice. Okay, what we're gonna do. Everyone join me so you can actually see what the fuck I'm referencing. I'm going to turn up the volume. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this.
Let me make this jive once more, boy. Rattle down to jail. Oh, boy. Rattling, rattling, jail. Now can't you hear those hepcats call? Come on, boys, let's have a ball. The Jim Jam Jumpin, the Jumpin Jive makes you take your jive on the mellow
Oops.
side. Hep, hep. Hip, hip.
There we go.
The Jim Jam Jump is a silent jive. Makes you 9 foot tall when you're 4'5". Hep, hep. Hip, hip. Now don't you be that inkaroo, get hip, come on, and then you follow through. You get your study full, you make up the joint and jump like the gators do. Jim Jam jumping, the jumping jive makes you like your eggs on the Jersey side. Hip hip, hip hip. The Jim Jam jumping jive makes you hep hep on the Mahala side. Boodly 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 biddly bumpity giddly giddly bang 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 da da. Now I've told you about the jumping jive. Jim Jam jump the jumping jive. You got to dig this mellow jive, yes yes. You dig it on the mellow side. A boodly 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 boy. Boodly boodly boy. Biddly biddly gay. Boodly giddly bumpity gaga. A boodly jive boy. Going to gaga going to boom boom see the night boy.
Alright, so that was Cap Calloway. These are the Nicholas brothers. These are the guys that I'm rotoscoping right now. God, Cap Calloway's vocal range is absolutely insane, but these guys' dancing skills. Oh my god! The guy with saxophone is just like leaning over like, please don't hit me. Yeah. So these guys are absolutely feeding into my autism right now. Look at it! The way that the music just swells around them and like emphasizes their dancing as well. Like, part of the reason that these guys are so great as well is because they're not exactly in sync. Like, that's actually kind of a problem that I have with a lot of modern dances, is that, like, the background dancers will just be completely in sync and doing the exact same movements as each other, whereas these guys aren't. Like, they each have a different dancing style while still managing to, like, keep the tap dancing consistent. And it's like, ah! Like, they're still dancing to the music the entire time, despite the fact that, like, the way that they're moving is slightly different, especially with the arms. You can really see it in the way that they're moving their arms. But, like, oh, it's so good! Absolute legends. How did they not kill their entire bodies doing that? Absolute legends. Absolute legends. Okay. I'm gonna silence the preview. God, can you tell that I really like these guys a lot? I'm just gonna go back to Subnautica. It's fine, but like, here, actually, I'm gonna get like the actual Subnautica OST play in the background. But like, hi, those are the Nicholas brothers and also Cab Calloway. And if you don't know these guys, you should. I've been listening. Oh my god, all day today I was like listening to Cab Calloway music, and his stuff is so good. Like his vocal range is insane. Like yeah, the jazz and the tap dancing all feeding. Awesome. Have a hyperfixation with me. Join me in my hyperfixation of like 1920s 40s culture. Yes, join me. um, like Cab's vocal range is absolutely insane. Like he goes from these super deep notes to these super high ones, like at the drop of a hat, and it's just like he just does it so casually. It's just part of the way that he sings. It's so good. And then like I've seen less of like what the Nicholas brothers do. I've seen Jumpin Jive, and then they did a collab with Gene Kelly once, and Gene Kelly can almost keep up with them, but you can tell they were also kind of holding back during that whole routine. And it was like I believe it was called Pirates, like I Want to Be a Pirate or something like that. And oh my god, the choreography in that one is also just so good. But like the entire time they're on stage, you can just feel like the joy in the whimsy, like radiating off of these guys. Like you can tell they just fucking love what they do, and it radiates off of like every single movement that they make, every single note Cab sings, and every single step that these guys take. You can just tell. Shut up. Shut up, Inkwell. But you can just tell that they're having so much fun, and that's just so cool to me. Like, can we bring this type of performance back, please? I miss it. I miss it so much. Like, let performers just be in their element. That's not the beginning of the soundtrack. Just like, oh. I want performers to just be able to be in their element again. I want us like see entertainers like having fun and not just like trying to get that paycheck, you know? Like you could tell they had so much passion for what they were doing. They were having an absolute ball the entire time that they were on stage. Yeah, musical theater is a really good example of that in modern times, but like I mean, like, in movies, though. Like, in movies, they're always so, like, strict. Like, the scripts are always so tight. It's like, you never have time to, like, take, like, a dance break like you used to be able to do, like, back in the day, like, Singing in the Rain, or, like, where the I Want to Be a Pirate. I believe that's from, the movie's just called Pirates, I think. But, like, those kinds of movies where you could just take the time to just run around and have fun and vibe with characters for a while. And it's just like, you just get to have fun! You just get to have fun! And like, movies don't do that anymore, and it makes me so sad. Like, I'm okay vibing with characters if we're just chilling to a song, or like, you know, exploring like the world building, or honestly, there doesn't even need to be a reason. If I vibe with the characters enough, then I'll be happy to go on whatever journey that they go on, no matter how long it takes to get there. And I don't understand why we don't, like, break out into song, and like, every now and then, because god damn it, that was so much fun! How can you not, like, be sitting there with a massive grin on your face, watching Cab Calloway, like, singing, and just having such a blast being on stage, and then the Nicholas brothers come out, and they absolutely just steal the whole show. How do you not get so much joy from that? I don't care if it interrupts the pacing of a movie, I want to see it! And I'm saying this as a former film student, please bring this back, I miss it. Ah, man. There's this one part of Singing in the Rain that, like, basically slows the pacing of the film to a full standstill, because it's not even, like, part of the movie, it's like a pitch. Like, they're making a pitch for a movie that they could be making, and then they break to have, like, a, 15-minute musical sequence of the potential plot of this movie that they're talking about in-universe that doesn't actually exist? And then it just cuts back to the plot. Like, that sequence is so much fun to watch, though. Like, I don't care that I've missed, like, part of the movie. Like, we cut back to the movie and I have to remember what's going on. But that is a small inconvenience compared to the joy I just experienced. Like, I don't care. Bring that back. Man. The 50s were doing it way better than we are right now, honestly. But, like, that's something in Follychromatic that I want to do, is I want to, if I can afford it, I want to be able to have the characters just vibe for a while. And, like, be able to jam out. Because, like, I wrote 2 songs earlier today because I was heavily inspired by Cab Calloway. So both of them are inspired by Cab Calloway. The first one was inspired by Minnie the Moocher specifically, and then the second one was more inspired by Jumpin Jive. But, like, the first one's kind of, like, slow and mysterious, and the second one was more, like, high octane. But I was thinking, actually, when I was writing them, I was actually thinking about Follychromatic the whole time. Like, the first song that I wrote was about, it's like a story time song, where this girl named Sydney basically robs a guy blind because he took her in for the night. And, you know, she's known for doing that, but this guy didn't get the memo. So... and I was thinking that, like, specifically, I think it would be interesting to have, like, one of the characters sing that. Like, I specifically had Momo in my head because Momo's more like the showmanship type of the group. But also, it would also be interesting because he himself is homeless, and Sydney, from the song, is also heavily implied to be homeless. So I think it'd just be fun, like a fun little idea to do that. Because Momo's whole thing is, like, his integrity. I need to get into this carefully without spoiling the show too much, but, like, Momo, like, really values his integrity, so to have him sing a song about something like that could be really interesting. But then the second one was about, like, I'm tap dancing at work, because I was listening to so much swing, like, I couldn't resist. I just started tap dancing at work, and it was really fun. But also, I was wearing sandals, and sandals are closed-toed. It was, like, the kind that had, like, you get it. But, like, and I just started tap dancing, and I was like, you know, if Ben were to check the cameras right now, I would probably get in trouble, but I don't give a shit. I'm having fun. And, like, it was just so much fun. And then I wrote a song inspired about that. And then while I was writing it, I was thinking about not Cassie from the stream, but Cassie the cat, Cassie the character, and how she, like, works at a diner. And this is something she would do. So, like, maybe at one point she just breaks out into a song about this, and just, it would halt the pacing, but I don't care. Like, just being able to have the characters vibe, and, like, exist to a really good song, hell yeah, sign me the fuck up. I miss that shit. I miss it so much, please bring it back. I'll do it like Thanos' voice, fine, I'll do it myself. But, like, you know, I'm talking big for someone who doesn't actually have a pilot out yet, but, like, I am working on it, slowly but surely. Motivation is a bitch, though. Like, especially since I have ADHD, and so I can only focus on a couple things at a time. So, like, trying to find the motivation and the opportunity to work on the storyboard has been difficult. But it is slowly but surely getting done. I have a couple of scenes done so far. I'm not halfway through yet, but we're chipping away at it, slowly but surely. But I have the outline for the pilot done. The outline is done. And now I'm just kind of, like, touching up some stuff regarding the outline. Because, like, I keep realizing things about the characters. Like, I'll take a break for a while, and then I'll come back and I'll have made a revelation about one of the characters, and then I have to, like, reevaluate, like, where the character is going in the story, and, like, adjust for it, which is how writing works. Like, most writers will tell you that characters tend to write themselves over time. That's kind of what's happening here, except it's even more hands-off than usual. And yeah, I have not seen My Little Pony yet, but I fully believe you. It's actually, I'm about to make myself vulnerable to a lot of, to make fun of me. Bullying, that's the word I'm looking for. Just leave me alone. But, like, I'm currently in a Wildcrats server, and most of the people who were in that server were also into My Little Pony, and they were talking about that, actually, like, a couple days ago. So it's kind of funny that you bring that up. No, I will not elaborate. But, yeah, I myself haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about My Little Pony. Maybe I will one day. but not right now. Like, I gotta be in the right heads, like, the right brain in order to try out something new, which is why it took me so fucking long to get back into Omori. Which is why I think setting it up to be like a stream was like the perfect way to trick my brain into being like, oh yeah, we can do this now. Like, this was the perfect deception. Now my brain physically can't say no. Ha! Like, I had a train of thought and then I lost it. I have ADHD. Have I made this apparent yet? I don't know if it's been made obvious tonight or not, that whether or not I have ADHD. I think Cassie is about to commit a felony. I'm joking. Okay. Well, happy tomorrow, by the way. It's been tomorrow for 18 minutes. You're being normal, I see. I want to listen to Swing so bad, but I have no idea what I'm allowed to actually listen to without getting in trouble. This is torture. Oh, this is the part where they jump. Hey, Chikara! Yeah, it was my birthday. It is the 10th now, so I guess technically 3 days ago? It was okay. It was okay. Oh, shit, you unmuted. Hi. Hello? But thank you. I am old enough to drink now. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Kind of funny because earlier today, while I was tap dancing, a customer walked in and just kind of saw me vibing and was like, "So I'm guessing you're having a good day." And I was like, "Yeah, probably." I mean, other people were looking at me like I had two heads, but then I don't know. That one made me that comment made me happy. Other people hate joy and whimsy, I think. That guy was cool. Keep waiting for the stream to get struck down by copyright. So far, nothing bad has happened, so I'm gonna take that as a good sign. But I don't even know, man. Oh, Jakira, you weren't here for the, I was tap dancing at work, in shoes that were not made to be tap danced in. But, Gee, you weren't here for the drama earlier, but I played, Jumpin Jive by Cab Calloway, twice now on the stream, and I don't know if I'm actually allowed to do that, so I'm just kind of sitting here in anticipation, waiting to see if the copyright bots strike me down with the might of Zeus. So far they haven't, which I'm gonna take as a good sign, but I don't know. If the stream suddenly stops, that's probably why. Either that or my Wi-Fi went out. I guess we'll find out. Oh, you know what? I should turn on the preview window. Hold on. Okay. Let's see how it's looking so far. There's a couple of weird inconsistencies with her head, but it's fine. I accept this. Stop playing out. That would be cool. Okay. Did you? You know, tap dancing is actually really fun. Like, it's exhausting, but it's like, you know, like, you're tapping your feet to a rhythm. It's, like, really cool. And, like, because, like, something, you can kind of pick up on it just by watching it. But tap dancing isn't just about like where you put your foot at the right time. It's also like special shoes that they make that's like the entire sole is tappable. So it's like no matter where you like hit your foot, as long as your foot hits down on the ground, it will make a noise, and that's how you can get those really like kind of sounds. Is where people will just kind of shuffle their feet in a really specific way, and no matter what surface it hits, as long as it hits like the sole of the shoe, it will make a sound. And this is true for any shoe, but like with tap dancing shoes specifically because they're engineered to make that sound. But like I was like tap dancing in like sandals, like not like it's like okay, the ones that look like this, and these are like holes in the side of the shoe. There's like holes everywhere. One of these. They're kind of grippy because they're meant for walking around in like swampy, watery territory. So they're not really very good for tapping because they grip the floor too much. But I don't know, it was still fun. My brain is like turning off. I'm sorry. Focus on animating and see how much faster I can draw from not talking. Let's do that. Draw a social experiment in real time. Social experiment. It's just me. I have Jumpin Jive stuck in my head now. Other songs that Cab Calloway have done that have been stuck in my head recently. Minnie the Moocher and St. James Infirmary, and also what was the Ain't Necessarily So, that's the other one. Those songs have just been like rotating in my head so much recently. Like for completely different reasons. Like Ain't Necessarily So is actually kind of a critique of Christianity, which is really cool. It's kind of like structured like a sermon, which is really fun. Um, wasn't this one supposed to have 2 frames? I forgot. I guess we'll see. Hang on. Yes, that was supposed to have 2 frames. Okay, we're good. Turns out, shocker, I can draw faster when I'm focused.
Well, I'm about to be your worst nightmare then.
Fuck.
Just kidding, I have also nothing to say.
Damn. Chill silent stream. I'm good with that. I think we should have more intense epic music in the background if you're gonna do that, though. Shit. You know what? You know what I can put on? I can't believe it. The answer was in front of me the whole time. And my dumbass didn't even think about it.
What? Huh? What?
Hang on, I'm trying to get a very specific playlist. You know what songs are always good to use on YouTube?
Oh no.
Video game OSTs.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I've been craving this whole goddamn time? Jazz, right? Fuck all y'all!
Oh, you're not lad.
Much better.
I'm just listening to a piano cover of one of the Omori songs, and I can't tell you which one.
Awesome. Oh, I accidentally clicked off of Fujitech. Thank you. You like jazz? I do. I really do. I love that the beginning of the Cuphead OST is so fucking, like, chill. Like, it's just a barbershop quartet and then a really, really nice piano opening. Like, there's nothing suspicious here. There's absolutely nothing suspicious here. And then you get into introduction and you just get blown out of your seat by, oh my god! Shout out to Christopher Madigan.
This is true.
She's descending, Dems. That's not how you physics. You don't ever think that I'm smart. Wow, my Stimmy Sprite has a lot of holes in it. I'm just now realizing. Why do I have so many holes? Here we go. Go, we're bracing. We're getting ready. Oh my god, Fauna's ears are actually in frame again.
Holy fuck.
Maybe one day I should have a stream where we just sit down and watch Rubberhose cartoons. Or at least I want to do that.
Oh.
just completely, like, pick them apart, point out, like, all the rubber hose, all the little tricks that they're doing and stuff. Not the rubber hose, the fucking rotoscoping, I'm dumb. Obviously all of it is rubber hose.
Everything is a rubber hose if you're not a fucking coward.
Except for me, because life is unfair.
No! You are a coward.
Bro, if I could be rubber hose in cartoon. Okay, I need to go to bed. If I could be rubber hose in real life, I would do that in a heartbeat. Like, no questions asked.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep reading the Bendy Crack Up comics and,
Report back with findings.
Oh, I will.
I still have them open.
Let's see how well this shit can be written when fucking Mike isn't at the wheel. Or Meatley.
Oh my god. I need to ramble. I need to go off about the character. Oh, before you do that, actually. Oh yeah, the Crack Up comics are actually a couple of years old now. You know, terrible job advertising them. But okay, so I'm gonna switch over my thinky spray. So, with something that absolutely bugs me about Bendy and the Ink Machine is that we never actually fully understand who the characters are supposed to be. I just real life is rubber hose all the time. Can't even wake up in the morning without something going on. That's true. Never a dull moment, at least.
I'm a fucking TV head now.
God, imagine. But, with
I have a really legal copy of the comics that I can send you if you would like. It's very legal. Don't worry.
This is definitely legal. Please believe
They're
me.
Much better than
I
the
never
game,
lie.
genuinely.
I never lie. I would never lie to you. They're legal. But, so... What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, so like with the something that really bugs me about Bendy and the Ink Machine is that we never get a grasp on who the original cartoon characters are supposed to be, which I think really detracts from the horror, because if we could see who these characters used to be, then it would freak us out even more, seeing like what they've become. Like, not to be really fucking funny, but Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 does this better than Bendy and the Ink Machine. It is so fucking funny that Poppy Playtime decided to do the funniest fucking thing possible and release a good game. It is so funny to be able to point at Poppy Playtime as a good example of horror and what horror should be doing. It's so funny. With Poppy Playtime, like, it opens up with a cartoon showing who the smiling critters used to be, so that way when you meet Catnap, and especially Dog Day, you can just be sitting there like, oh Christ, because you know what they're supposed to be like, so now seeing them corrupted by this horrible environment just makes it even more terrifying. It's so good. And Bendy and the Ink Machine never winds up doing that. Like, there are some shorts on YouTube that you can watch in regards to, like...
Bad.
Yeah, like, I literally just sat back and rewatched all of them not too long ago, and I was making notes on the characterizations.
So
like, literally every single fucking short, every single one of them, except for 2, exist just to torture Bendy. I'm not even kidding. The only 2 that don't are Hellfire Follies, in which Bendy still gets inconvenienced a lot, but that one is genuinely more funny. And the other one is, I fucking forgot. Hang on, give me a second. My brain. Which one was it? The one with the Butcher Gang. The one with the Butcher Gang where Bendy didn't have money to buy a burger, and so he got chased out. Those ones, like, Bendy still winds up getting inconvenienced, but at least it's more funny, and also it's, like, there's other things going on. Whereas in all the other shorts, there isn't anything else really going on. Bendy just exists to get tortured. Like, there's 2 shorts specifically that piss me off. Like, yeah. Like, there's 2 shorts specifically that really piss me off. And it's the snow one. where Bendy goes and builds a snowman. And Boris walks by and he's eating carrots and he drops one on the ground. So Bendy grabs the carrot and uses it as a nose for the snowman. And then he gets to shake the snowman's hand. And then the sun comes out, melts the snowman. And then Bendy's just left to stand there in shock, like his friend just died in front of him. Boris walks by again and nonchalantly grabs the carrot and starts to eat it. And the short ends with Bendy looking into the camera crying. Like, actually crying. What the fuck was the point of this short? Like, what were you trying to get across here?
Haha, isn't it funny when the cute character gets sad? Isn't it fucking funny? Isn't it hysterical?
Yeah, like, it hurts me. It genuinely hurts me so much. Because, like, he just wanted a friend. Same with the other one. The other one was, like, a Christmas special where Bendy was trying to make a gingerbread man. And so, like, he... You know, the funny meme scene where he smacks his head on the dough and it flattens out into the pan. And he gets a cookie cutter and makes the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man stands up and says hello and then lays back down on the pan. Bendy puts it in the oven. And then without any shots, nothing cuts, it just holds on Bendy waiting next to the oven for a couple seconds until it dings. And then he reaches in to go pull it out, but the pan is empty. Pan over to Boris, and Boris is already fucking eating it. And that's how the short ends, is with Bendy confused and then really sad because his friend is getting killed by Boris. I'm laughing because it hurts. It's not funny. It's not funny. I hate it so much. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, And then here's the thing, is that I have 2 copies of the employee logbook for some reason. I think because I got one of them for Christmas after I already bought it. But I have 2 of them. And something about the logbook is that it calls both of these shorts holiday classics. What?
No. Fuck
What?
off.
Citation needed. What? Like, why would people become attached to these shorts? They're so depressing. They're not funny. They're just mean.
Meanness is not funny. Like, it can be, but as a default, it is not.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, so what they're trying to do is Schadenfreude, right? And Schadenfreude is only funny if the person getting hurt deserved it in some way, or if it was just like a funny karma thing. Like, Schadenfreude is when either children are getting hurt, and that's just inherently funny, let's not think about what that says about us, or whenever someone, like, throws a ball at their sibling.
Universally funny. Let's not think about what that says about us as a society.
Yeah. So it's either that, or it's when, like, a kid throws a ball at their sibling and knocks them over, and the kid, like, falls into the lake. And then immediately after that, the ball, like, rebounces off of the kid after, like, they threw the ball at them, bounces off the kid, hits the wall, comes back and smacks the sibling, and then they also fall into the lake because they were standing on a dock. Like, karma.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's good Schadenfreude.
Cat message from Dracula. One thing I'm a bit disappointed about is how Henry ever seems to comment on his own feelings about the characters, animations, or people he worked up with.
Thank you! Yes! Oh my god! Like, Henry, you recognize these people, right? Like, yeah, Bendy gets given the short straw in all of those fucking animations, I swear. The only one that's even, like, remotely enjoyable to me is Hellfire Follies, because that one's honestly just cute. I still don't like Boris, but I feel like if Boris was in other better shorts, I think I would like him more here, but just because he's like negative association with him at this point, I don't like him. And then the other one is the Butcher Gang short, because I love the Butcher Gang and I'm biased.
The way Boris is written in the comics. Okay, so disclaimer: I've only read 2 comics. Is really good, and I'm going to talk about it. So, like, he still has the main character trait of he really likes food, but like, he's not a fucking asshole. He's not just mean. Like one of the first comic is a comic where Charlie decides to make a scheme to send Bendy to the moon. It makes sense in context because it's rubberhose. That's the context. And And basically, basically, Charlie's plan was he made a fucking giant can of bacon soup, and it got in the news like, see the largest can of bacon soup in the world for one day only. And Boris was the one to see it, and he immediately went to Bendy to be like, it's only in town for one day, we have to see it. And then like they went to it together and got fucking stuck on the moon. And then Boris got separated from them and literally went, oh, and it's really cute. I love him. And like, hold on, let me scroll to the page. And like he got distracted because it turns out the moon is made of cheese. So like he has the character trait of he really likes food, but it's not just unnecessarily mean.
Yeah, and then like Bendy and Alice get stuck together for the rest of that comic, and it's actually really cute, like how they like interact with each other because they get sent to court. They get sent to court.
Oh great! Now we're going to
destruction
moon
of
jail.
property. Oh great! Now we're going to moon jail.
Now we're going to moon jail.
Bendy basically walks up to the judge and says, Your Honor, I'm just a silly guy, let's shake on it. And he forgot that he had a buzzer attached to his hand, so he electrocutes the judge and gets them both life sentences, basically.
Honest Alice, I forgot I even had that prank joy buzzer.
It's so good. Meanwhile, Boris is just vibing for the entirety of this short. He does fucking nothing except get them on the moon on accident by proxy of being hungry and Charlie taking advantage of that, and that's awesome. Honestly, great. I fucking love it.
Like, he still has, like, the basic character traits of he likes food, but it's not at the expense of Bendy. The most you would argue that is he got so distracted by fucking moon cheese that he didn't go to look for Bendy. But even then, that was not, like, malicious or harmful, because Bendy and Alice still got out of moon jail.
Oh, it's called Crack Up Comics. They are a collection, and there's like a whole bunch of like mini comics before that as well that kind of show their personalities in like 4-panel comics. This is just like when you get to the more long form ones. There's my favorite. Okay, so there's a couple of ongoing ones in like the ones that are only 4 panels long, and my favorite has to do with Bendy stealing pie from a lady. Like he keeps taking pie from her windowsill, and so she starts setting up traps for him to like try and stop him, and so it just kind of becomes a running gag of Bendy trying to get the pie and then him getting hilariously upstaged by this woman, and it gets to a point where Bendy stops trying to go after the pie, but then we see his day-to-day life where he keeps getting laughed off the stage as a performer, he keeps getting chased by the cops and stuff, and he just straight up is just not having a good time.
Represented by a pig, which is based.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the comics are based.
Yeah. Alice gets to be angry, and I love her.
And also there's a literal rich cat that they keep bullying, and it's great. But,
As they should.
As they should. But, like, the lady kind of notices that Bendy's, like, down and having a bad day, so she bakes him a pie and gives it to him, and then they wind up talking it out as they watch the sunset, and then they end up on good terms with each other. Because they took the time to understand each other. Good shit. Good shit. Mike Mood would never allow this.
And then there's Papa Pluto's Pitchfork, which is one of the best so far. We haven't read the rest.
That one's my favorite, because I remember I read the Crack Up comics a while ago, because I wanted to just experience them and see what they were like, and I wound up watching them through a comic dub on YouTube, which I muted. Fat cat. Yeah. But I wound up, like, watching it on YouTube muted, and that was not a very good way to experience the comics. Please don't experience them that way.
Experience them through my legal PDF.
But, like, I remember distinctly, I think didn't I ramble to you after I finished reading it? I was like, oh my god, this is everything I've ever wanted and more out of Bendy.
You did!
Because, like, what happens is that, like, Bendy's just vibing, and then he gets mail from Papa Pluto, which is basically the devil from the Bible, but, like, his name is Papa Pluto because that's really fun. And the gift from Papa Pluto is a pitchfork that...
And also he looks like a Vivzy Pop character.
Shut the fuck up!
He does! He does!
He looks more like that one character from fucking, I think it's Powerpuff Girls to me. But also that guy does look like a Vivzy Pop character, so I don't know.
He looks like a Vivzy Pop character!
Shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, so Papa Pluto sends him a pitchfork. And so Bendy, of course, the very first thing he does is that he gives himself a mansion and basically makes himself rich.
The letter reads, "Dear Bendy, this magical trident will grant any wish. Use it selfishly. Hate Papa Pluto."
It's wonderful, I love it. And so Bendy immediately gives himself a mansion. And then after that, the first thing he does is find Boris and Alice and ask them if they want their wishes granted. Like, immediately. He goes out of his way to go find his friends, and he's like, "Hey guys, I got this magic pitchfork that grants any wish that you want. What do you guys want?" And so he grants them that, and then he's chilling, and then he realizes that the wishes are evil, because, you know, evil pitchfork from hell. And so then they have to work together to destroy the pitchfork. And then Bendy goes home and he's like, well...
I'm rereading the comic. Literally, his first wish is to make his pet goldfish into a giant sea monster.
Because why not?
Like, literally his first, like, I don't know how the words.
But, like, it was for the goldfish, though. Like, the wish was for the goldfish. Like, you can see that his goldfish is having fun throughout the comic, too. Like... He's absolutely having fun being a giant monster.
Yeah!
It's so fun, though, because, like, when Bendy gets the pitchfork, he starts talking like a rich British dude.
Like, literally, let me read this one. "But it would be a shame for me to benefit only myself. I must go to the common folk and share my good fortune." This is, like... 2 pages after he gets the fucking pitchfork.
He immediately turns around and like asks his friends what they want, and it's so good. This is the Bendy characterization I live for.
And also his hat is really cute.
It is.
His hat has his horns on it. It's so cute. I love this guy. He's
like self-obsessed in the same way that Papyrus is. And I love it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're right.
English. Like, where Papyrus is just like, he's self-obsessed, but only to a healthy degree, where he doesn't think he's the best to ever best. He just thinks, he likes himself. He likes himself and he's proud that he likes himself. And he extends that self-love to other people. That's literally what Bendy does.
And
so
also,
good.
The way Alice is characterized in the comics is so good because, like, she's still a sweetheart. She's like a nice gal, but also she gets so angry.
She's allowed to be pissed off. I think she's put up with so much bullshit.
Like, it's like I genuinely love it so much. Like in Papa Pluto's pitchfork, like, first time we see her, she's like pretty normal. The next time we see her, she's really fucking mad. And when they figure out how they're gonna get the pitchfork back so they can break it, Bendy's like, "Do you have one last music hacked in you, Alice?" And Alice, looking so angry, is like, "If that's what it takes to stop this nonsense." And then she just like reverts back to sweetness and singing, and then she just fucking steals the pitchfork and breaks it while looking so mad.
It's so good. It's so good.
That's not even mentioning in the fucking they get sent to the moon comic. She keeps going demon mode.
Yeah, like her horns keep getting bigger. Her horns keep getting
and her
bigger.
halo shrinks.
It's so good. It's so good. Like, okay, back to Batim though, is that, like, imagine if we actually got this characterization in the game before we actually met all the other characters. Like, maybe we'll meet the Ink Demon first and then find out about everything else later. I still think it would work better if we met the cartoon characters first, but whatever. But just for argument's sake, say we met the Ink Demon and then we saw what everyone was supposed to be. So then, as we go throughout the story and then we bump into all these corrupted versions of who the other cartoon characters, it'll hurt more because you're just like, oh no, what happened to you? Oh no. And it may not be horrifying, but it would still pull at your heartstrings, which could thus add to the horror of Batim. But because we really don't know who these characters are, it makes it so that way when we wind up meeting them in canon, we don't really feel anything, because we're just like, oh, it's another one. Okay.
Yeah, like, I again point to Poppy Playtime as an example of how to do this well, with
Which
the
is so funny.
cardboard cutouts. Now, the cardboard
Yes!
cutouts are very funny. They are hysterical. just, hi, I'm a silly guy. Do you know how silly I am? Ah! That's hilarious. Like, that's
just
really
start
fucking
screaming.
funny.
They just start screaming.
However, they still do a good job at telling us who the smiling critters are. Like, Crafty Cornet, whatever her fucking name is. She's the artsy one. Bobby Bearhug is the loving one. Kickin' is a little bitch.
Hey, I remember you.
Hey, I remember you.
Foster was right. That is so fun to say.
Yeah.
I'm
the only exception to this rule is we find out who they are through the cardboard cutouts is Catnap, which works since, like, he's meant to be terrifying, so his cardboard cutout reveals nothing. It's just like this somewhat agonized noise, which is terrifying.
Here's the thing, is that it's not actually any agonized noise in the game. If you just listen to it, most people just assume that it's Catnap sleeping or purring or something, which is cute until you speed up the audio, and then you realize that it's a child struggling to breathe and literally saying, "Kill me."
Jesus!
I love his cutout, it's great.
But Catnap does purr. Like, they specified this in the past.
Catnap does in fact purr. This is true. It's canon.
He purrs.
He purrs.
He's a little beastie who purrs.
He purrs.
He purrs.
They didn't have to add that, but they did for no fucking reason, and I love them.
The purring is in the Home Sweet Home section. I think that's what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. The PT section.
PT section. I think that's where they said it was. Said if you get close to him, you can hear him purring.
He's just a big old kitty cat. I'm pretty sure one of the people who, like, the person who animated the whole Smiling Critters cartoon, Amber Loves Bugs, has made these just amazing, spectacular drawings of Catnap where he's just a kitty cat.
I fucking love the implication that Catnap really just is a fucking cat. Like, in his spare time, he plays with stuff. He just, like, plays with a bunch of toys, lays down on his back, and, like, tosses a ball of yarn between his paws.
There's this one with a laser pointer, where he's like, there's a laser pointer, it's going around, and he just looks at it, and he looks at it, then he tries to look straight ahead, and then he just loses it.
He's just a guy. He's just a silly guy.
Your Honor, he is literally just a fucking kitty. Also, the tidbit that the white dots in his eyes are like they don't move, and the black dot in the white of his eyes is well, that's horrifying implications.
God, yeah. Like, if he can't turn his head, he can't actually see.
No, hold on, let me, hold on.
I think I know what you're talking about, I'm just trying to remember what it was.
Bendy.
What?
Bendy.
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 And now from discussing a good game to a bad one.
Like, God, fuck, I just... Imagine if we got to meet the cartoons before everything, before we get tossed into everything. Or at least we get a vague idea of who they are. Here's the fuck... Oh, where's the logbook? Where's the logbook? Where's the logbook? Where's the logbook? I need it.
No.
Where's the logbook? Give it to me. Okay, where'd it go? Which page is it? I forgot. Also, there's so much plot-relevant information that gets unveiled in the fucking logbook that it pisses me off. Like, oh, let me read you guys out a headline from a newspaper clipping that's in the logbook, but nowhere to be found in the game. World Herald Weekly Newspaper, 1946. Joey Drew Studios under investigation. Financial trouble looming for animation company. New York, New York. Joey Drew Studios is under investigation. It's so...
Here's how I know Mike and Meatley didn't read this, because it talks about how the workers want to unionize, and Mike doesn't like unions.
Literally. Like, so much of the world building of Bendy and the Ink Machine cannot have been done by these two, because it just doesn't add up with what we know about them. Like, it's actually insane. Oh yeah, here's something. Despite the mounting evidence against the company, Mr. Drew remains adamant that the studio has done nothing wrong. I am so certain that there is nothing wrong with our studio. I not only welcome investigators, I invite them, said Drew. Reports to barricaded officers, employees locked in workspaces, and malfunctioning machinery are just crazy. And about the money, which... Why, we just installed new technology in partnership with the Gent Corporation. We certainly wouldn't have done that if we were going bankrupt. In fact, we're on the verge of taking our business to the next level. I can't wait to show everyone what we have in store with our cartoons. City officials have... Sorry, keep going.
Like, the comics reveal something extremely interesting. They were going to unveil the living tunes at Bendyland.
Yeah! Which I guess you could infer from the game, but I don't want to.
No,
I should have to infer it.
No, you could not.
Like... I guess you could maybe figure it out, because purely by the why is there an ink machine, why were all these living cartoon characters here, oh, Bendyland never got off the ground. Like, you could theoretically connect those dots, but you have to jump through 50 hoops to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to know why this wasn't in the game? Because it wasn't written by the Meatley and Mike Mood. Oh, let me see. Yeah, Bendy and the Ink Machine, an employee handbook by Calla Spinner from Scholastic Incorporated. Not the Meatley and Mike Mood. I don't even see any thanks to them. Hold on.
Lol, Lamau, they don't deserve thanks.
Nope, it literally says nothing about the Meatley and Mike Mood even having their fingers on this thing.
Okay,
Which
but
is
do
incredible.
you want me to read out this absolutely hilarious, line from the logbook?
Do it.
It's so funny. In some animation studios we will not name, employees are given paid vacation time. And while that all sounds fine and dandy, we must ask, why, in Bendy's good name, would anyone need to take a vacation from their job unless they hated it? It's so funny to me. It's hilarious to me. It's so good. They're talking about Fleischer Studios, which is another reason I know for a fact this was not written by Meatley or Mike. Because, Meatley or Mike didn't know shit from fuck about Fleischer.
I literally went on an entire rant, 2 days ago about the fact that there's no possible way that these guys know anything about Fleischer animation, and thus don't know actual animation history, which explains why Bendy doesn't function as an actual rubberhose cartoon character, and literally breaks the world building by the way his pie cuts work and the way the lines on his hands work.
Yeah!
They actually don't know what they're talking about. If they knew anything about animation or animation history, so much of the game would be better, but it's not because they don't.
Literally, like you are literally trying to research an art style, and like that is researching an art style is the easiest thing in the fucking world, dude.
You literally just have to study it, and because it's animation, it's constantly in motion, which makes it easier to study it. What part of this are you not getting?
Like literally, the reason they didn't give Bendy the lines on the back of his hand was to differentiate him from Mickey Mouse and the Fleischer characters.
Congratulations, you missed the point.
Weren't there for a reason.
Congratulations, you missed the fucking point. Listen, okay, I am going to actually demonstrate right here, right now, why the lines on the gloves are so important. Okay, so we have here. I'm literally demonstrating this in real time. We have here a glove. Now, can you see what's wrong with it?
Bessie, the
Oh,
frame
shit.
is in the way.
Fuck, I forgot to turn it off. God damn it. I knew this would happen. Okay, so here,
I knew this
this...
was gonna happen.
Shut up. Get out of here, Benry. But, like, okay, so, we have here a glove, right? Can you see what's wrong with it? That's right, the pinky's too fucking long. This has nothing to do with anything. Give me a second. Okay, there. There we go. Okay, so, this is a pretty okay rubber hose cartoon glove. You know, it's very circular, which means that it's very easy to replicate. How about this? What if we, like, took that, and then we spun it, so that way, like, we're gonna have, the fingers are doing this. See how confusing this looks? Like, obviously, the hand is just rotated, so that way if you were to draw this, like, with actual human hands, it would be, like, something like this. You know, which isn't that hard, but with the full circle of the glove, this looks confusing as fuck. So, what they wound up doing, I'm gonna leave that there, actually. What they wound up doing is to help, first of all, that does look like a man. But, like, to help guide the eye.
Featherless, bipedal, this is a man.
So the reason that the gloves have those lines is for two reasons. One is to help the viewers guide the eye, and the second and more important one is to help the animators keep track of where the fuck the fingers are. This is a visual nightmare, but if we draw that same circle and then have the lines here, so that way you can still see like what angle you want the hand to be at, it suddenly becomes a lot easier to be able to place. Like, oh, the thumb would go here, and then this line would line up with the finger. So this finger goes here, this finger goes here, this finger goes here. Holy shit! You see how much, like, better that looks? And for a studio that had to, like, draw these fast, like, the lines just became a stylistic choice. So now, question, if we're going to do that same trick here, but instead of 3 lines that help show you exactly where the fingers go, we just have these 2 circles. What the fuck does this tell you about where to put the fingers?
Like, okay. Meatly, you like, I'm pretty sure Meatly's an artist. Like, he knows this. There are 2 things that every artist hates in some way. It is A, circles,
Okay, I looked into that one.
B, hands. Why do you think rubber hose animators in the 90s would like to combine
the 90s.
them? Not the 30s.
Way back in the 90s. Oh shit, Floral Fury's playing.
Oh my god. But like, okay, Meatly, you are an artist. You should know this. There are 2 things that every artist I know has at some point struggled with. Circles and hands. Why would animators who were working in the fucking 30s, when animation was so much harder, nightmarishly difficult at times. Why wouldn't they combine them?
Like, actually, like, you're going out of your way to make animating harder by doing it like this. Like, what the fuck does this tell you? Anything. Like, if it's a stylistic choice, it's a terrible one because your animators are gonna be sitting there like, what? What?
Yeah!
Like, you have to draw these hands quickly. You have to draw them quickly because it's this animation and you had to get as many frames done as possible because back in the day, you got paid by how many drawings you got done in a day. So, like, if you wanted to animate, quickly to get as big of a paycheck as possible, because it sucked back then, you didn't have time to do stylistic choices. Everything done in rubberhose is done because it's fast to draw and easy to replicate. That's what the lines are for. They're not there because of a stylistic choice. They're there to help speed up the animation process, you dumb fuck. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm just like, this stuff like gets to me so much.
They should have hired you to work on Bendy.
Imagine.
You should travel back in time, kill Neatly. You should travel back in time.
Skinwalkers.
I don't think you should say that.
Oh wait, what?
I'm pretty
sorry.
sure
No.
that's like. Don't worry, it's good.
I meant
so what you need to do.
body swap.
Yeah. So what you need to do is travel back in time to the distant year of 2017, which was 7 years ago. Kill Neatly. Write the entirety of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Work with Mike Mood only until he starts being a bitch, and then fire his ass.
Yes. And you're like, okay, listen, I have my own creative dream that I want to see about this. I'm the one who came up with Bendy, obviously, and I want to take it in this direction. If you're not going to take this seriously, then you can go. Goodbye.
Yes.
Yes. Ink will help me invent a time machine. This is brilliant. Also a body swap machine. I think that one's more important.
Jesse, we need to kill them immediately, Jesse.
We need to kill him with hammers.
Let's kill this guy with hammers.
Anyway, my rant about gloves over. Like...
Anyway, Bendy Comic's good. I'm gonna read the next one.
A time-traveling doppelganger. Yeah! Imagine.
Literally, the third line in this comic is absolutely deranged. Oh no! Do we have a bounty on us again? Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
Oh my god! I fucking love the comics so much.
Oh my god, they're so silly! They're so silly!
Like, okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna keep going off about the characterization, because, like, Meatly, look me in the eyes. Meatly, you had a golden opportunity, and it zoomed right by your fucking head.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna build on it, and then sidetrack you afterwards.
Delightful. I'm using the conspiracy board, so now no one can see you, by the way.
No!
So, here's... What? What did you do? Oh, nice. But, like, okay, so, Meatly, look at me. Okay, so, let me get this straight. You are making a rubberhose cartoon in the 1920s. It was 1929 that Bendy was created, right? It was 1929. Now, Bendy is a demon. In 1929, back when most people you met on the street were Christian. So obviously,
And racist.
people would. That's very true. So obviously, the people who saw Bendy who were religious probably wouldn't take a liking to him. And Joey Drew and Henry Stein especially, would know that, right? But they kept him as a demon anyway, despite the huge probability of a public backlash. So, riddle me this. Why is Bendy a demon? Besides, like, horror concept, ooh, scary, you're getting chased by a demon, and the demon is also your own OC, whoa! Ignoring that, ignoring the fact that Bendy as a game exists, we're talking in-universe lore, why is Bendy a demon?
Oh,
You had
and-
a throne of gold of opportunity for symbolism, and you fucking missed it!
And hold on. I mixed up my speaking sprite and talk. Hold on. I might be stupid. Hold on. Give me a sec.
1,
Give me another sec.
2.
Give me like 3 more secs.
That sounded incorrect on my end. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay, so, Meatly love, you had, you had a character who is, so, you had your main character of your Rubberhose cartoon be a demon. Like, he is your protagonist, and he is a demon. Already interesting, Dimmons has already gone off about that, but then, in the actual game, in the second chapter, you know, when you should be setting things up, you had a character worshipping that demon as a god. Do you not see what you've done? Do you
Hang on,
not
reading this out loud.
see what you've done?
Hang on. Okay, Jakira says, you know how Bendy gets tormented in the animations? Maybe that could have been the point. After Henry left, Joey took his wrath out on Bendy via animations until Bendy gained post-creation popularity? See, here's the thing. I would accept that, except the world building likes to pretend that these shorts are good.
Yeah! Plus, if that's the case, then, we should have seen what things were like when Henry was there.
Yeah, we should have gotten, a short directed by Henry, and then clearly see a short directed by Joey so we could see the differences in direction style, and how that impacts the characters.
Yeah.
Rewrite hint.
We are much better writers than the Meatly. We can do anything better than the Meatly.
Listen. Usually... What the fuck?
You heard me. I mean, we did kill people better than the Meatly. That's just the plot.
I thought you meant in real life for a second. I was like, what crime did you commit that you're now pulling me into? What happened?
Because I don't mean
What
real
the
life.
fuck?
Who says I don't mean real life? Goodbye.
What the fuck? Giggling like a maniac in the background. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, in the rewrite, we absolutely kill characters off way better than the Meatly and Mike Moo did. That isn't okay. I'm not usually okay with saying that I'm better than someone else when it comes to creativity.
You are better than everyone else, dumbass.
Okay, no, I don't accept that statement. When it comes to specifically the Meatly and Mike Moon, I'll accept it. Because, literally fixing Sammy's character arc would have fixed a good chunk of the game.
So easy too.
Yeah, that's the thing, that it would have been easy! This is your department, go off.
Show us how he got from point A of irritable songwriter to point B of mad prophet. Just show us that, and you got yourself a character, baby! That's literally all that you needed to do. Literally just give him more tapes. Just give him more tapes. That's literally all that you needed to do in order to fix Sammy. That's it! That's it!
Here's the thing, is that, like, that criticism kind of overlaps with the whole Sammy has more presence than Joey, but, like, let's be real here, Joey already has an omnipresence over the studio because he's the one who's, like, responsible for everything going wrong. So I think that, like, it would be a sacrifice you would have to make, is, like, making that criticism more valid, but also at the same time, it would fix so much, because Sammy got hyped up so fucking much. Do I need... Hang on. Can you hear my stream?
Hold on. Yes, I can.
Okay, give me just a second, I want to do something.
Oh no.
Okay, as soon as you hear it in the stream, you're gonna know exactly what I'm thinking about here.
Hold on, one sec. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, let me explain this joke real quick. We were playing Bendy and the Ink Machine. We were playing that fucking game like a month or two ago, and no, it was a month ago. And there were 2 points, 3 points where we needed to pull out in the Hall of the Mountain King to fit the intensity.
There was one point, I just straight up was like, Cassie, yeah? Get in the Hall of the Mountain King. He just burst out laughing.
It was because of the Ink Demon.
It was because of Wally Franks.
I literally made an edit of one of my numerous rants about the lovely Mr. Lawrence to in the Hall of the Mountain King to just express my rage.
So, the intensity just builds. But, yeah, so with Sammy, though, you literally could just, he was hyped up so fucking much, so, anything they did with him would have been underwhelming because of how much they hyped him up, both in universe and out. So, literally, just, fucking, if you're going to hype him up that much, there has to be some kind of payoff for it, and the only payoff that we got was in Chapter 5, when he comes out, he thinks you're Bendy, comes out swinging and attacks you, and then nothing even comes at this moment. Tom just comes by and kills him, and then he's completely forgotten about for the rest of the fucking story. And then the other time we see him is in Dark Revival, and he gets killed for a joke.
That scene displays 2 examples of character arcs. One could have been it makes sense, but it could have been done better. 2, what the ever-loving fuck, dude? And so hold on. Let me just there was such an easy fix to Sammy. Literally, just give him more tapes. Show us how he went from mad songwriter from angry songwriter to mad prophet. Literally just show us that. And then show us how he got from, show us his thought process after he was fucking killed by his god. And then that takes his appearance in Chapter 5 and makes it from, oh yeah, Sammy's back, I clapped when I saw it, to the end, to a fucking tragedy. It turns it from just a cameo for the Sammy enjoyers to a tragedy.
Also, hi, Shakira. Welcome back.
Whatever. What the fuck ever. Go off about Tom.
Oh, my turn. Okay, so Tom. So there's only 2 character arcs in Bendy and the Ink Machine, right? Like you have Sammy's, which is just he worships a god, he gets killed by the god, and then he turns on the god. He thinks you're that god for some reason, and then he gets killed by Tom at the end. The other one is Tom's arc, and Tom goes from hating your guts, literally leaving you for dead in the safe house, to once you're about to get killed by Sammy, he just rescues you and then trusts you instantly. What the fuck? Like, what did we do to earn that trust? He literally was gone the entirety of that time since he abandoned us at the safe house to when he walked back in on Sammy about to kill us. There was no in between. What the fuck happened?
Also, okay, I'm about to say something that's gonna blow chat's minds, maybe. So,
oh no.
At the end of chapter 4, Susie comes out to kill us. Now,
Susie comes out, good for her.
Logically happen.
Sorry.
We should kill her. Henry should get to kill her because she just murdered and mutilated Boris, our friend, allegedly. The only person who hasn't killed us. But what happens instead? Allison comes out of nowhere and kills her. Now, in chapter 5, we get suddenly ambushed by Sammy. You know, guy who tried to sacrifice us to an evil god. And he's attempting to murder us, thinking we are that evil god, which is very interesting. So, logically, we should probably be the one to kill him, right? We should be the one to kill him because, you know, he tried to kill us. He is currently trying to kill us. Like, he has, at the best of times, scared us. At the worst of times, tried to murder us. Like, so we should get to kill him. But then we don't. Tom does. Do you see what I'm saying here? Like, literally, it's a parallel.
Yeah. Like, listen, Henry not having an arc is fine. Like, not every story needs their protagonist to have an arc. Like, actually, Back to the Future is a good example of a story where the character doesn't have an arc. But there is still a character arc. It's just not the main character. Because in that movie, Marty helps his dad overcome his social anxiety to, like, ask out his mom so he can still exist. Because if he doesn't, he will cease to exist because his dad never asked out his mom. So...
Like, if you're gonna have a character that, like, okay, Frisk Undertale does not have an arc. They are a silent protagonist, but they still work as a protagonist because they're human and they're determined. Those are the only 2 things we know for sure about them. They are a human and they have intense determination, and that carries them through the story and lets us witness everybody else's arcs.
Yeah, like, literally, like, you don't need every character to have an arc. That's not what we're saying. What we are saying is that this is a very narrative-driven story. Yeah, this is a very narrative-driven story, and when that happens, you're going to have character arcs unless you deliberately, like, not even deliberately, unless you just don't think about it. If you're more focused on plot than character, then your characters will wind up not having arcs, or if they do have arcs, they won't be good. Whoops, I just described Tim on purpose.
Yeah! Like, okay, if you're going to have a character arc, plan it out.
Like, what was the point of Henry coming to the studio if he doesn't even wind up changing anything? Like, this story revolves around him because he's the protagonist, but, like, why Henry, besides the fact that he's, like, an outsider? Nothing in the studio changes with him getting here. Yeah, like, you could have gone, like, a hopeless angle with that, but they didn't, really. Or if they did, it failed miserably.
I'm about to talk about the game Shield Your Eyes, but the Stanley Parable does this really well. It has stuff in common with Fathom, namely a time loop, a really fucked up workplace, ambiguous I almost said ambiguously gay characters. Ambiguous memory, the loss. Like, we don't know whether the narrator remembers everything. He probably doesn't. He wouldn't let us go to the Zending again if he remembered it. But also, he doesn't let us go to the broom closet again more than twice because he gets so mad about it. And I love this guy so much. I need to kill him with a knife. But here's the thing. The Stanley Parable actually does its loop well. So the first reason for that is you don't sync. Hold on, I need to look something up. Give me a minute.
Okay, while you're doing that, Drakira in chat said, I think we needed more notes/tapes in Batim, and again, more comments from Henry. He had very little obvious character despite being a central figure in a way. No obvious reaction to anything. Thank you, you pointed out one of my main issues with Henry.
Like, okay, so here's the thing. So here's one of the main differences between Batim and Stanley Parable in how they do their time loops. First of all, you don't sink 3 hours into playing a game only to realize it was all pointless with no fucking foreshadowing. Like, unless you are for some ungodly reason doing the 4-hour baby game, in which case, God help you. I tried to do that. I got an hour and a half in before I killed that baby out of spite and anger because I wasn't doing the fucking 4-hour baby game. But
my God.
But like the time loop is the point of the Stanley Parable. You go there for the time loop. You come for the time loop. You stay for the time loop. You leave for the time loop to get out of the time loop.
Yeah, but like the thing with the okay, Drakira in chat. Sure, he's implied to be stuck in a loop for a long time, but still. Yeah, like, if Henry was really in this time loop for so long, why hasn't he tried to change shit, though? Like, if he actually knows the loop inside and out, why hasn't he tried changing anything? And if he has tried changing things and has now given up, why did the story never explore that? Instead, Henry just meanders.
Why does he react to some stuff like it's already why does he react to some stuff
Boris!
Like the first time
Oh no, what has she done to you?
But, like, other times he just, like, sorry I had to do that.
Nice hat, though. That's my favorite line in the whole fucking game. I'm so mad it exists. Why is that line there?
But not other times. See, the Stanley Parable does this better, too, because we have no idea what exactly the narrator remembers and what he forgets. Because, like, it is shown to us that he... Oh, bye, Ink. It is shown to us that he does remember some things. Like, he does remember if you've gone to the boss's office numerous times. He does remember if you've gone to the broom closet numerous times. He does remember the countdown ending. But then there's stuff that we're not... There's stuff where he textually does not remember. The countdown ending being a great example. Like, no, not the countdown ending. The countdown ending he does remember. The confusion ending being a great example. Literally in the confusion ending, as you're going through it, he's like, I'm pretty sure that our story took place in the office building. I think. Do you remember, Stanley? Like, that is very confusing and concerning, and I love it for the confusion and concern it incites within me. And then at the end of the confusion ending, we learn that he is scheduled to forget stuff. Like, after this reset, he is scheduled to completely forget this ending happened. And he is so genuinely distraught about this that he's like, no, I don't want to forget. I'm not resetting the game. And then the game resets by itself because the end is never the end. You can't get out of the loop. That's the point of the Stanley Parable. That is the point of it.
It's happy camp dancing in the background for this. Sorry, bad music pick on my end.
I love you.
But, like, that's the thing, though, is that, like, with time loop stories, you have to be deliberate in fucking everything that you do, especially if you're not going to try and, like, well, not even you should foreshadow it. If you don't foreshadow it, it's gonna feel forced and unnecessary. Whoops, I'm describing Batim again.
But, like, even with the Stanley Parable, there are endings that really don't foreshadow it at all, but it's okay because the endings are short. They are at most 20 minutes, unless you're listening to the entirety of its skip button rants, in which case that's like an hour, and it's an hour of grief.
Like, why is he even traveling through the studio if he knows that it will just reset no matter what? Literally. Like, fucking literally. Like, if it's just going to keep resetting no matter what you do, and you can't change anything, which we know is not true because of Dark Revival, by the way, like, why not just stay in Chapter 1? Why progress the game? Like, yeah, it'd be boring, but at least you wouldn't, like, be in danger all the time. Like
Literally written on the fucking ground was, "Don't turn on the machine." Why are you going to turn on the machine?
Like, you have to use the seeing eye tool to see it, but, like, at that point, Henry's already turned on the machine at least once. He doesn't need that message. That should be for first time going through the loop, is having a thing that says, "Don't turn on the machine." But if this is a time loop, you don't need it a second time, because Henry already knows not to turn it on. And he does anyway. So, if Henry's the one who wrote that message, why is he still turning on the fucking ink machine?
God. And like, there are so many moments in the game where it feels like the theme is meant to be hopelessness. But here's the thing, it just falls flat. Because, like, themes need to be baked into your stories. Like, you need to, like, try and weave that through the story.
They need room to breathe and grow.
Not to toot our own horns, but, like, the rewrite does this really well. Our main theme is written with, like, woven through so many of the characters. Like, hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the main characters have the theme.
Honestly, it's like, in a way that I don't think it's super... Oh my god. But, like, it's in a way, too, where I don't think it's super intrusive, because that's another thing that can happen, is that if you write the theme too strong, it can become kind of preachy. I think that we managed to dodge that one, too. Just because it's, like, a lot of this happened naturally. Like, how many times did it happen where we were just sitting there rambling about a character, and then we were like, oh my god, it's because of the theme! Like, it just kind of happened.
I don't know.
It happened quite a few times.
It's because we're better writers.
Buddy, my beloved. Buddy,
my beloved. Sammy, my beloved. He connects to the main theme, too. Like,
yeah, but we, like, baked that in on purpose. With Buddy, I don't think we did it on purpose. It just kind of happened.
I think it's the other way around. I think that we baked it in with Buddy, and then it accidentally happened with Sammy.
We may be better writers, but we forgore.
We forgot.
We forgot. I cannot fucking wait until the... Oh, I should talk about that. Okay, so I've decided to put the big Batim critique on hold because I just don't have the time to do it, and I want to get onto the rewrite already. The rewrite is the thing that people are looking forward to anyway. Why am I wasting my time on this? I can be mad at Batim on, like, live streams like this. And I also have the script already written, so I can just go back and, like, finish it whenever I want. But when it comes to, like, the actual rewrite, that's what people are here for. Why am I, like, that's what I'm here for. Why am I, like, holding off on it so much? I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna, like... Oh, hang on. I'm going to, just go back.
It's like with that one security breach rewrite, that doesn't need a justification, and, like, we know security breach isn't a good game. So
oh my god.
Better.
Kiwi Queen's rewrite is so fucking good! Oh my god! Okay, so there's both an audiobook for it and an AO3 written version. I recommend having both open at the same time so you can kind of follow along. Because, like, with the audiobook, I was listening to the audiobook at work, and it's really good, but I kept, like, losing track because I had to deal with customers and shit. But, like, the thing is, with the audiobook, is that it adds sound effects and music, and you can really get it from Kiwi Queen's voice acting, too. Like, the real horror of it. The way that she narrates the story is so fucking good. Like, so I recommend having both, but you can pick one or the other. But the rewrite, like, takes all of the characters and, like, looks at the world building of, okay, so security breach takes place far into the future, why is this still happening? Oh, children have been going missing, why hasn't this place gotten shut down immediately because of the company's history? That's weird, we should fix that. And just, like, taking into account all of these different things. My one major criticism with the critique is that the story doesn't end at 6 a.m. It kind of keeps going, and from what I can tell, the characters split off. Like, Gregory goes home with his mom, derogatory, and,
Derogatory.
we don't like Gregory's mom. She's abusive piece of shit. But, like, then the robots have to deal with their manager, who is also a piece of shit, and we kind of get their different perspectives, which I haven't seen the newest episode yet, and I do kind of need a refresher because it's been a while, but, like, holy shit, the entirety before that is so fucking good. And also, we don't know how it ends. Maybe Gregory runs back to the Pizzaplex, or maybe the robots finally run away or something. I'm hoping for either at this point. Like, oh my god. Like, the way that she handles Vanessa specifically is so good. Because Vanessa actually does take up the mantle of helping William Afton on purpose, but, like, not because William Afton is back. That's actually, like, a conspiracy theory in the Pizzaplex, is that, oh, it's the spirit of William Afton, he's back to kill more kids, and it's, like, a rumor that Moon believes, which is why Moon actually attacks Gregory for two reasons. One, he's chipped, and two, the chip is telling him that Gregory isn't a child, he's a capture bot, like the circus Baby's Pizza World animatronics, and how they were designed to, like, capture children so that they could be tortured. Moon thinks Gregory is one of those. Just smaller. Because then you would trust your fellow kids. Like, and it's kind of like something that Moon has to grapple with, is that even when he's not chipped, it's still, like, in the back of his head where he's paranoid about Afton coming back. And no, Afton isn't actually here, which is wonderful. Vanessa's acting on her own accord because she realized what William was trying to do, and she realized all the positives of, like, getting her hands on Remnant, and, like, oh, you could do so much with, like, medical stuff that could, like, heal so many people, or, like, we could solve so many issues with something like this. There's a net positive in having Remnant, right? And then, you know, it's not exactly a net positive because it requires killing children. But Vanessa's willing to overlook that if it means greater good, and that's, like, her motivation. And the reason that Gregory's even in the Pizzaplex is because he's looking for his brother, who has mysteriously gone missing. Huh, that's weird, I wonder where he went. Like,
He's dead, Divins.
well, I'm not gonna spoil that one for you, but, like...
You can figure it out from the context clues.
Maybe. You should go listen to Kiwi's rewrite.
I should.
You should. I'm grabbing you by the shoulders and shaking you. You should go read Kiwi's rewrite. God. And just, like, the family dynamic. The animatronics will have, like, a family dynamic with each other. And it's, like, really interesting. Because Monty's, like an outcast from them. And the way that he's handled specifically is also really good because it ties in with his anger issues and how, like, he kind of always had those. But specifically, when Monty was brought in to replace Bonnie, he did something really bad that just split the animatronic family in half, basically. It just, like, shattered it to pieces. And I cannot say what it is, but you could probably infer it, but I won't say it because I want you to go, like, listen to the rewrite. I'm directing you aggressively at Kiwi's rewrite. But, like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like, also, the way that we find out where Gregory's brother is also horrifying. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. It's so good. It's so good. But, like, okay, just straight up, I'm gonna admit that, like, part of the reason that I'm doing the rewrite is because I was inspired by Kiwi Queen. It wasn't the... Kiwi?
Kiwi!
It wasn't for the security breach rewrite, though. She actually rewrote Steven Universe Future before that, and I also really latched onto that one. That one I have a bit more story issues with, than the security breach one. But also, that was the first time she'd done something like that, and I still really enjoyed it. It was really, really interesting to listen to. I also recommend that one if you are into Steven Universe. But yeah. Like, the fuck, Kiwi's rewrite of Security Breach is so fucking good. Holy shit. And also, Kiwi Queen started this when she was still a minor. I think she's an adult now, but like...
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Cassie, I think... Okay, I'm gonna type this in chat.
Do not dox me, bitch.
I will not dox you.
Oh, damn.
So yeah. I haven't animated in a minute. I should do that.
Do that, little bitch.
I got distracted. I'm thinking, like, maybe I'm gonna, like, there's 10 hours of footage, man. But once I edit down the gameplay section, I might release that separately, just because I am really happy with a lot of the criticisms that we said there, and that might just be the whole fucking video. Because now I feel awkward, because I asked that artist for permission to see if I could use their art, and then they gave me permission, and now I'm just gonna fuck off and not do that. I feel kind of weird.
I think we mentioned the art in the gameplay, so...
Yeah, I did. That's another reason that I want to finish the gameplay section, though, is because I, like... Yeah.
Yes.
Drakira, I'm grabbing you by the shoulders and I'm shaking you. Go listen to the rewrite. Security Breach also bugs me a lot, but the way that the rewrite handles it... First of all, it's actually a horror game now, which is a net positive. Oh my god, the Monty section! The Monty section! That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Like... I want to talk to someone about the rewrite, but no one else in my immediate circle has listened to it. I live in hell.
Fuck!
At least that I know of? But, like... Look at this joy whimsy.
This is true. She's so cute!
Yeah, we can exaggerate that more. Move over. There we go. Sugarland's shimmy. Shimmy, nimmy, 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 nimmy. Shit. Hey, did you guys know that my brain doesn't work?
This is true.
Oh, whoops. I can spell. But yeah, look that up. Now it's just gonna be on my stream forever. The fact that I can't spell.
I love you.
Okay. There we go. Joy and whimsy.
Joy and whimsy!
We're almost fucking done, oh my god. I say as I scroll up and there's still so many more. Look how many more. Oh, you can't. I'm in the way. Sorry. Sorry, stream. You can't see past my head.
Damn.
Damn. Oh gosh. I do not have security breach, nor do I have interest to get security breach, but I imagine I wouldn't be able to sustain the graphics either.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to turn on the preview. My inconsistent preview window. Her head kind of glitches for a second there. Like, it's bigger. Hang on, which frame is that? This one. There we go. Yep, I missed her eyebrows on one of these frames.
Hold on. I'm gonna read out this post. I'm gonna read out this post. There are a lot more abjectly harmful and mean-spirited April Fool's jokes out there, but the one I personally find most annoying is when American game devs pretend that they're going to make a visual novel spin-off of their game because they can't imagine making visual novels in earnest. Conversely, the Sonic team won my everlasting respect by making their April Fool's joke an actual complete visual novel without a hint of irony or disdain for the medium, because the joke wasn't that it was a visual novel, it was that they fucking killed Sonic.
Oh my god.
They made a visual novel called The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, and let me show you one of the beautiful images. Beautiful image. He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead, Dave. Everybody, Dave. I have not checked Discord in a hot minute.
Oh god. He's dead. This image is so fucking funny. He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
I have therapy in the morning. Not in the morning, it's
right
in the
before
afternoon.
you play Omori.
Shout out to Benry from Homebry, anyway.
This is true.
There was no real reason for that, I just wanted to.
Yes.
Alright, it's like 2 in the morning, so if anyone wants to head out, I completely understand because it is getting late. Not by my standards, but by normal people's standards.
By normal people standards.
Fauna's so happy dancing, she is! I swear Follychromatic is still in the works. Oh my god, I actually just had a story revelation about Follychromatic while I was at work today, and then I forgot to write it down like a dumbass. So I don't remember what it was, but it was good. It made me gasp out loud.
Oh, splendid.
Not splendid, I don't remember.
Fuck. Not splendid.
Not splendid. Number one advice to writers. Fucking write it down. Not in terms of writing the story, God forbid writers actually write the story, but I mean, like, if you get an idea, write it down. Or you will forgore. That is my number one piece of advice.
This is true.
Other writers will talk about the pros or the cons. Heh. The other writers will talk about like the symbolism, and other writers will talk about character growth. Nah, my advice is just don't write it down, or you will cry yourself to sleep.
Do write it down.
Did I say don't?
Yes.
Fuck. Yeah, forget! Dear all writers, forget right now.
Dear all right. Sparkle off, it's Thursday, forget who you are.
Sparkle on, it's Wednesday, don't forget to be yourself. No, I can't do that. Okay. She hasn't had teeth this whole time, I can't just suddenly get her teeth. The animation will not like me for doing that. You heard it here, Fauna has no teeth. Sad.
Man, what?
Depressing
Can I get an
even.
F in the chat.
F is for Fauna.
Can we get a T in the chat?
T for teeth! No teeth!
No teeth!
Well, now that we're done being angry at Batim, we've just lapsed back into comfortable silence again.
This is true.
Oh, when we do enough of these streams, I kind of want to do a compilation of me having an audio processing disorder, because I think it will be funny. The amount of times in these streams alone already, of how many times I've had to just either stared blankly as I processed what the fuck you said to me, had to ask you what the fuck you said to me, or just went, what is, like, already
Yeah.
numerous. Also, I have an audio processing disorder.
This is true.
Have I made this clear? It's funny because it's one of those things that people just do not take seriously until they're personally offended by it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I have an audio processing disorder. I'm sorry in advance. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Hey, do you hear me? I'm talking to you. I do hear you. I don't hear what you're saying, though. I literally just said, delete the cookies. What the fuck does delete the cookies mean? No, that's not what I said! What did you say? And then it just goes on. Being in retail and having an audio processing disorder sucks so much because I'll just be chilling, living my life, and then suddenly a customer will walk up to me and ask me how to get to the US Navy. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, no. I said, and then insert something here that actually makes sense. And I'm like, oh. Okay. And then they get mad at me.
Fucking retail.
Oops. What are we thinking, chat?
Oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Animating her dress is always so much fun. Why does her head glitch? What's going on here? I see. Let me fix that. Deleted! Alright,
Deleted!
Okay, yeah, that looks much better. I'm actually kind of getting tired. I might stop for the night soon. Okay, so chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jakira. Alright, chat. Here's what we're gonna do, right? Your homework is to go listen to Kiwi's rewrite. And also, you need to watch Jumpin Jive by Cab Calloway and the Nicholas Brothers. And you also need to go watch Minnie the Moocher from Fleischer Studios. That's your homework, okay? There will be no tests, and there will be no proof of action, but I think you will enjoy them. So therefore, I'm giving... Yeah, if you have time, go do it.
Spectacular.
Cassie, you're not immune from the homework either.
I know.
No, you've seen Jumpin Jive, so you're at least a third of the way there, and then I forgot what the other thing was. Okay, we're gonna whip out one more frame, and then I'm probably going to call it a day. What?
Posts. I'm going through my Tumblr drafts and...
He's dead.
He's dead.
Alright, I would also like to say that this stream specifically, I would like to thank someone. Thank you, Tommy Tallarico, for being the first American to ever work on Sonic the Hedgehog.
I hope that your mother is extremely proud.
So whenever I think of Sonic anymore, I always think about Tommy Tallarico. Which I think is what he always wanted, but in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Okay, there's frame. Each frame really only takes me a couple of minutes to draw, but I keep getting distracted, so it takes me this long to make any progress.
Sorry, man.
Oh, that fancy footwork! Woohoo! Okay, how many do I have left, actually? Let's ask that question. 8. There's 8 frames left. Hang on, how many frames have I animated so far? Okay, which frame is that?
I'm scrolling through Omori art. This was a mistake. This was a mistake.
Are you okay?
No! Oh my god, they're so cute! Ah!
So on stream today we've animated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 frames. Hell yeah. This, 51 in this animation, by the way, so 18 out of 51. That ain't bad. Okay. This is not good closing out music. I shall switch to a better one.
Oh, this game makes this game makes me so sad.
Alright, with that being said, I think it is time for us to go. It has been a long couple of hours. But hell yeah, I'm really happy with the progress that got made on here. So, yeah. Thank you everyone for joining us and sitting through our rants.
Oh, I am so sad. Oh
Remember
no,
your
I'm
footwork.
gonna get even sadder.
Okay. I think that is all from us. If it will switch... There we go. It wasn't switching my sprites for a second there. Alright, yeah. Do you have any final thoughts you would like to say?
Omori makes me so sad! Shut up!
I think this is a good note to end it on. Alright, to see more of this, come back tomorrow. To see more of...
They were just kids! They were kids! They were kids!
My thanks for watching card is gone. I don't know why. I guess we're just gonna switch over to Hangout then. But... yeah. I don't really know what else to say. Remember your homework, thanks for watching, and, we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!